wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. It is a Thursday. How the heck you doing today, Virginia?
Lord, sorry.
What was that?
My tumbler hit the counter and made the weirdest emergency signal tone.
It really was odd. Does that thing have like an alarm on it? Is that in case you're being bum rushed in a parking lot? The tumbler speaks up for you?
I think this is the Armageddon tumbler, and so it's just letting you know the end is near, Kevin.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I already knew that. So we're all good.
Just don't want to be left behind like they taught us back in 80s Bible school.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. Oh, what terrifying times that was. Be thankful if you didn't get tortured by the Left Behind series.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, you're lucky.
Yes, no, you really are. You really are.
We grew up thinking the most horrible things that were taught to us by people in a church.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, you're okay to believe what you want to believe, but when you're in first grade,
you're 6.
Yeah, guillotining adults in a child video is kind of traumatic. So, yeah, look that up if you want an interesting laugh from the 70s.
Maybe wait till, I don't know, 3rd grade for guillotine.
I don't know. Maybe wait till 30, and even then, I'm not even sure. It's like, all right.
I'm still not ready.
I think it's all good. Yeah, we grew up with the scare tactics back in the day. Well, Jaybird is going to be in and out. Maybe he'll join us a little bit later. I guess he did not sleep well yesterday, apparently.
Yeah, so. I think he was up most of the night just trying to get it all straight. So he's taking a little nap right now, and hopefully will be cleared soon to come back to work. But we're kind of just checking in with him periodically. We've got a great feed. Yesterday, if you were watching KVJ TV, you saw it. Like the video and the audio looked fantastic.
It was a banner day. We had video plugged in on KVJ TV. Everything was working. I mean, it was just what an amazing day.
I mean, if we never have another day like that, at least we had yesterday.
I was walking out of the building singing yesterday. I was so happy. I was like, oh, man, this is great.
If you didn't see it, seriously, just go back on YouTube and look at it. You have to see how pretty it looked. And we did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good. Well,
Denny's did that.
Yeah, Denny's and David, our program director, and, of course, the whole crew. I will give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
And, people stepped up in engineering. They did an amazing job.
The team did it.
Fantastic. So thank you very much. I'm sure they're not big fans of me, but I love all them so much. I do.
They're just not big fans of yelly, Kev.
Yeah, I hear you.
When Kevin starts yelling, it's a little scary.
You know what? I'm not a fan of yelly Kev, so I get it. I'm on their team. I would be like, I'm with you guys. I completely agree. I don't like that guy either.
But that guy got stuff done. That guy got video and audio to match up.
I'm not going to entertain that thought.
It
but
looked amazing.
I'll just say, it was a clean slate. We're all moving forward, and we're in the win column right now.
I love it.
I love that feeling. It's good. If you want to check out KVJ, we are on YouTube right now. You can see everything in all glory that is going on. Got my hair did yesterday.
Ooh, look at you, all pretty.
Yeah. I don't know if women deal with this, but do you have a stylist that does your hair in a way that you cannot replicate perfectly?
Yes. Every stylist does my hair in a way that I can't replicate because I'm not an octopus. You would have to be on top of your own head with long arms and have multiple of them.
Yeah.
These stylists are magicians.
I had this, and it's not even that I have not the ability or mobility to do my hair the right way. She does this hair flip in the front, and I've watched it for years. I've watched her do this thing with the brush. It goes, and I am at home trying to do it, and it does not do the same thing for me.
Because you can't get the leverage she can get.
Is that what it is?
It's all about angles and the direction she's coming at it from, and she's got a skill level, and she knows what she's doing, and you're just a guy trying to survive.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I was just like, I was so thrilled, and it's here for, a day or so. And
looks real nice.
Yeah, and then it kind of starts, I get like variations of it, but it just, in 2 weeks, it'll, look like I'm doing it.
Well, my girl just so happens to also be an extensions specialist because she put quite a few in the back of my hair. Mm-hmm. she's offered to come out to any live events we do and touch us up.
Oh, that's nice.
Right before we go on stage, which we've never been that fancy. We've always just kind of gone out like hillbillies. Hey, y'all.
Right, whatever you get, yeah.
You get what you get.
Doing our own hair and makeup.
Yeah, doing our own in a makeup mirror, not even in a bathroom.
And that's not even a rare thing for media. It's just we've just never gone to that level.
Right. But she's offered. And I think if you ever want to get that flip before a live show, let me know. We'll call her in.
Okay, have to see if she's able to do it. We'll see. I've asked my hairdresser to come to my house at 4 a.m. every morning to do it. She's declined. So
it does seem a little much.
You know, it is. We even had this discussion this week. Should you be underdressed or overdressed? What would you rather do? Last week when we did Would You Rathers, we were talking about that, and we said always overdressed, dressed to impress.
Always overdressed. I love to bring out a nice outfit and wear it and feel good. When you look better, you feel better. At least I do. I think when I put the effort in, it just gives me confidence. When I look a little more frumpy, you know, I just don't have that shoulders back. Okay, I got this.
Right.
It's all connected for me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think it's a good thing. But, you know, we were thinking of that through the adult prism, where as an adult, you're much better off in your social circles to be overdressed rather than underdressed. But what about when you're 10 years old? Do you dress to impress? And your son must have heard that whole segment because he went for the go big or go home. He went overdressed, dressed to impress. He was going to a kids' improv class.
Right. Every Wednesday, he has a kids' improv class about him and about 15 other little kids, and it's really cute.
So what did he decide to wear to the kids' improv class?
He wanted to wear his suit. Now, he's got a really nice suit that we got him for his upcoming first communion.
Okay. Now, describe the suit because, you know, you have anything from, you know, maybe a black tie tails kind of thing to Pee Wee Herman. So, like, where are we talking about? What does this suit look like?
So we modeled it after the same suit that his dad wore to his first communion because we're going to do a side-by-side picture.
Cute. I love that.
Of the dad in the gray suit and then Rocco in this gray suit. It's got the jacket, it's got the slacks, and then he wears the nice, like, tuxedo shirt under it and a black tie.
Okay.
For first communion, we're going to switch it out for a pink tie because that's what his dad wore in his picture.
Not a bow tie. Long tie.
Long tie. Black tie.
Necktie.
If it was a red bow tie, he would look identical to Pee Wee Herman.
That's where I was just trying to get the visual going on in my mind here. But I will tell you, too, look at what a suit did for our very own Suits.
You're right.
Who was here, that he dressed to impress for his internship interview and came in a suit thinking that that's what you need to do. And he impressed everyone here so much. We said, you can never wear anything else. And then he was stuck for years
wearing suits,
having to wear suits every single day that he came to work.
But I think he liked it too.
Yes.
You know, Suits and Rocco are very alike in that they were a young guy trapped in a 45-year-old man's body.
They call them the old souls.
They are old souls to the bone.
Right.
So when Rocco came to me yesterday, right before his improv class, he's like, Mom, I think I want to wear my suit to improv today.
Okay.
You know, part of me was like, oh, I don't want him to get made fun of. But he loves this suit. He wears it around the neighborhood sometimes. And all of our elderly neighbors take notice. And they're like, boy, you look so sharp.
Right.
Tons of compliments. But like you said, it's from older people.
Yes.
So how were the other 10 and 11 and 12-year-olds going to receive said suit?
Did you get any kind of feedback?
I did.
And how was it received?
So he walked into class super excited, confident, chest out.
Yeah.
When he walked out, he was a little bit more slinked over. And I think a lot of the kids were like, what are you wearing? What? Like,
yeah.
I mean, most of these kids either come in their uniform from school or it's just baggy sweats and a big baggy T-shirt.
Sure.
So I think it kind of shocked the group. But we talked about it afterwards because I wanted to make sure he was okay. And he was like, yeah, I just like looking good. I like the way I feel in this suit. I think he likes the respect he gets in it.
Yeah.
Because people treat him more like an adult. And he is a little tiny adult.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing holding him back is this small skin suit. He already, in his head, is big.
If only you could do a Freaky Friday.
If only, Oh my
Could you imagine if we could switch him with Bird?
If we could switch him with Jaybird, he would never switch back.
Yeah, he would be like, I'm cool with this.
That'd be the thing. He would never want to go back.
New hip and all, I'm fine with it.
He'd be fine.
I'll make it work. I think for this situation, it really is a great opportunity. Talk to him about uniqueness.
Yes.
And standing apart. And as an adult, I got it. And you often wonder, because when I was that age, I wasn't receiving these kind of mature messages that could have really helped me out.
Right.
And so if he heard, hey, you're better off, especially in the field of comedy, standing out, doing something unique. That's why Paul Rubens was wearing the Pee Wee suit and he stood out. It made his whole career.
You're right.
The worst thing you can do really is blend in. And it's a tough lesson to teach kids because all they want to do is try to fit in. But if you can teach them and empower them to stand out, saying, look, it is the things that stand out that receive the most money, the most attention, do the best. If you look and sound like everybody else, you're going to blend in. You're not going to go anywhere. So if a young kid could learn that lesson and be bold in their choices and stand by their uniqueness.
And truly have it be their uniqueness. You can't make somebody else's uniqueness your uniqueness. If these kids lean into and Rocco truly, genuinely wants to be a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
If you lean into what you have in your heart. And his dad was reinforcing it yesterday when they had some private time, because he really takes what his dad says seriously.
Okay. All right.
His dad was like, look, you're an artist.
Yes.
This is your art.
Right.
You're different. You're wildly creative and innovative and fun. So we are trying to reinforce that, but man, it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. But if your kids can get that, and if they can appreciate how great it is to be unique and be truly authentic and be yourself. A lot of adults struggle to be that, but the ones that figure it out are the ones that are the most successful, and the ones as an adult you want to mirror your life after, to be like, I want to be that bold in my choices and be that comfortable in my own skin.
100%.
Yeah, so he might just be ahead of the game. If he can wear what he's wearing and own it and be like, this is just me, y'all. You guys do your own thing. This is just my own style. This is what I do.
It's so weird, the juxtaposition, because, I got one kid, Rocco, over here in a suit, really not fitting into the mold. And then my other kid, Magnolia, she dresses like a clone of everybody else in her sorority. Kevin, if you walked in this sorority house, you would think all these girls were actual sisters and not just sorority sisters. They all look the same. They all dress the same. They all drive the same looking little car.
A lot of the Greek system feels like just nothing but factories of conformity.
Yes.
And that is the one thing I would caution anybody that's joining one of the Greek fraternities or sororities, is that sometimes they want conformity and they want you to all look alike, dress alike, sound alike. And you need to ask yourself, is that right for you?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Because it truly is Magnolia.
Right.
She loves it. She is thriving in it.
Yep.
She is going to be the president of her sorority next year. It was a hard-fought battle, but she won. And
sure.
This is her path.
Now she's going to be the queen of conformity.
Yes.
She'll have her look and everybody's going to try to look like her.
She loves it, though. And this is her.
Right.
She's thriving. She's on the president's list for grades and social activity and philanthropy, and she's literally thriving being a clone. And then I've got this other kid who does not want to be a clone. The opposite of a clone, wants to stand out and be different. It's
That's
just
great.
The juxtaposition of these two children that both came from my womb.
Right.
That they're so different. It's just fascinating to me to think about.
Well, I've got twins the exact same age in the womb at the same time, and they couldn't be any more different.
That's even crazier.
It is.
They shared a life sack.
For 10 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they're radically different. And I think it's exciting as a parent. And I think it's great as a kid, because you should be that way. You come out unique, and you need to live out your own purposes and what's right for you. And the sooner you realize, look, I need to find my own identity, not conform to someone else's, the better off you're going to be.
Deep.
It is some deep stuff.
So deep. It's so early.
So early to be this deep. My goodness, what's going on? Who would ever thought? On this show? What the heck, man? This is as tough as a question as I thought it was going to be, Virginia. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the history of mankind, or be able to speak with animals? Now, I've got my answer. I will make my case. I'm going every language. because you'll be able to communicate with anyone. And I know there's technology to do it, but there's nothing like being able to really connect in real time with somebody. And we haven't truly tested out what it's going to be like to talk with somebody when you're wearing earbuds and then they're hearing the voice and it's like you have a translator in between. I know the technology's there. It's not yet widespread. I don't see everybody using it on the streets. I think the tech people are doing it that have a lot of bilingual interactions, but I think there's just something better about being able to connect without the tech. And not to mention ancient languages, the things that you could learn, the information that could be opened up to you, I think is pretty amazing. And then I just wonder, okay, let's say you can speak with the animals. Are they going to listen? What kind of communication are you going to have? What can you do for me? It's not like Aquaman, because Aquaman would say something, all of a sudden he would be, you see that where he'd be skiing on two dolphins' backs?
He's a motivational speaker to the animals, and they conform to what he wants to do.
And so I think the people who are answering that they'd rather be able to speak to the animals, they think they're going to be Aquaman. They think when they ask two dolphins... Hey,
how powerful of a speaker are you?
Well, that's just it. Just because people can understand you, and trust me, I know this, doesn't mean you're influential. I speak the same language as a lot of people in my family, and I have no influence on any of them. In fact, the fact we can speak the same language makes it more frustrating to me because I know they understand me, yet they don't respond and they don't do what I ask. And so you sit there being more frustrated. So I honestly wish I knew all the languages. But to me, the animal thing, I don't think plays out just because I don't think they're going to respond to you.
I knew you were going to say the people languages because that to me seems like the smarter history Kev, intelligent Kev answer. Of course, it's languages. But I'm picking animals, and here's why. It's more performative. It's more, I can turn this into a vaudeville act. Mm-hmm. I can take this on the road. I can bury that Cesar, the pet whisperer.
Yeah.
I can totally take his gig, and I feel like I could figure out how to be that Aquaman motivational speaker. I want to be the Gary V of animals. I want to speak, and animals go, damn, yeah, she's right. Let's do what she said.
Then you're talking about a whole extra element to this.
I'm going to work on it.
Yeah, well, again, when you have influence over somebody, a lot of people do their entire lives, but having influence on animals who have their own, they'd be like, no,
I'm going to figure out their hot buttons, and I'm going to make them happy to be a part of my production.
So you've made a choice, but then for yours to be effective, you have to then complete another skill that you don't know is ever going to happen. For me, when I know that I can speak the languages and talk to humans, then it's all done. I'm not expecting to influence them. I just can understand them and communicate with them.
I'm taking this thing on the road, and I'm going to monetize it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, now, in fact, you're in the right zone. I mean, right now I'm asking what would people rather do, and 56% of people said it's much better to be able to speak with animals than to be able to speak every language. 56 to 44%.
And that's coming from a girl with allergies, and I'm still picking the animals over the humans.
You'll be allergic to all of them.
I'm kind of done with humans for a minute. I think I want to do animals.
Mm-hmm. Now, Yasik said, I feel like animals might have some old wisdom.
Oh, yes, girl.
Like kill or be killed. Pretty sure that's what an animal is going to tell you.
I do feel like animals got the wisdom. Who do we look at now when the tsunamis coming? The animals. Follow them. They just know stuff that we don't vibrate on knowing.
Okay, so what if they tell you that your development and everything that you are doing as a species is killing us off, and we're scared of you and we don't like you, and please stop because we're telling you, we know now that you can understand us. And then what are you going to do? We're kind of jerks. If we fully understand from the animals, they're begging us to stop developing on their land and killing off their species. And we're like, yeah, just tell everybody else in your species we don't care because we like money more than we like you guys. And then how do you react to that?
See, I'm going to have to just focus on the domesticated animals and get their opinions on stuff. I can't go out in the wild. That's too heavy for me.
You're going to have it. And wherever you go, they're going to be talking to you. Like, hey, you're the human we know can understand us. Can you please go and tell your politicians that you are killing us and we're so sad and we're doing everything we can to just survive, but you don't seem to care. Why are you guys so mean to us? How do you respond back to them? Because now you're caught up in being the animal ambassador.
I think I have to lean into that a little bit and do try to spread their message to the humans, but I can't let it be the only thing I focus on.
This is going to be your whole world now.
But I also have to help the domesticated animals.
But everywhere you go, you're going to have squirrels, birds,
I'm going to go to
gophers.
I'm going to go to malls. I'm going to go to shopping centers. I'm going to go to Starbucks.
Then you're not even using your gift. You just wasted your gift, and now you're trying to avoid animals? You're going to places that are overdeveloped so you don't see animals because you know what they're going to say to you?
I can't fix everything in the wild. I certainly can't fight the developers, but I can help people communicate with their house cat. And I can do a vaudeville show and monetize that.
People already do that. That dog whisperer says he knows what they're saying. And he's made an act of. You don't actually have to know what the animals are saying to make money off of that. You could do that and lie just like he is, and people are going to buy it and be gullible and still throw money at you.
Unlike him, though, I won't be lying, and I can back it up. That is going to be impressive. I'm going to put together a whole show. There's going to be intermission. Okay. There's going to be snacks. It's going to be a whole vaudeville act.
I just feel like your whole logic is just it's broken. I mean, every argument you had on it, it left me wanting more.
I want to dumb it down. I'm not interested in global relations. I don't want to be forced into some situations where I'm now talking with people in other nations. I'm done with people.
Okay. All right.
Give me a house cat.
Well, you made your choice. Now you have to be stuck with it. Hearing from animals the whole time. Please help us.
I'm trying.
Help us.
I'm trying.
You're killing us. Everywhere you go, that's all you're going to hear in your head.
I agree with these animals. We are killing them.
And listen to what Steph said. She said, if you can speak just 5 languages, you can make $225,000 annually. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds great, and it really adds to my argument.
I'll make way more than that with this vaudeville act.
Oh, you will? Okay, all right.
Way more.
It's just what you do when you're a teenager, especially a teenage boy. I don't think that the girls do this as much, but for some reason, teenage boys, they feel like they got to be daredevils. And thank God I survived being a teenager because I did some really dumb things. And any of those things, if they went a little bit south, wouldn't be here.
I think I was part teenage boy.
Okay.
I think I've always been kind of dude-ish.
Yeah.
I was climbing in trees and on roofs, and I like to skateboard, and I like to, except for like the athleticism part of it, I was terrible at softball. I run kind of like you with these long, skinny legs with no shape.
Right. Thank God I'm not athleticism.
I'm not an athlete, but I was kind of stupid and daredevil-y and boyish.
Well, you talked about climbing trees. You know, that's probably about the tallest stuff that they had where you grew up. Imagine if you're growing up in downtown Miami. What is the tallest thing they've got?
Skyscrapers.
Yep, that's what they're doing in downtown Miami.
They call it urban exploration, according to police. Sneaking or even busting into condo common areas and climbing emergency staircases.
Gaining access to high-rises by any means necessary, putting likes and views before safety. These kids are actually committing burglary because they're using force to gain access to the stairwell.
Despite several shots atop downtown Miami buildings, the Miami PD says it's not been made aware of the stunts.
It's extremely dangerous.
Keep an eye out for those looking to get up on a roof.
Crazy. They're going to the tallest buildings that they can get access to, and they showed some of them. They're in hallways and kicking down doors and things like that, just try to get up there. Now, the photos are unbelievable. You know, you imagine it's nighttime, and you got the Miami cityscape behind you, and here's a kid that is on a beam that on either side of him is sudden and sure death, and they're up there, you know, flossing, showing for their friends, making videos, posting. I mean, the photos look very cool, but it's not worth your life, which is exactly what they're doing.
Well, it was just a Netflix show. Like, we all watched that guy climb that skyscraper, and it's a thing.
It is, yeah, right. And so, yeah, if you're a teenage boy, you see something like that. I mean, think about how much leverage that show got. So many people talked about that did very well for Netflix.
Very well.
And that was a guy just went,
they barely paid that cat. Compared to what they got out of it.
Right. Yeah. Would he make like $500,000, something like that? Maybe.
I think less.
Did he? Yeah. It feels like he should be worth more.
It feels like he should be worth a lot more.
I can't even tell you how much. We would have to start at probably $500 million. Starting at $500 million to even have a discussion about me trying to go up there.
Okay. Then I'll do it for way less than that.
Really? Okay. Because you don't have that kind of crippling fear of heights that I do. I cannot get to the top of some of the water park rides at Rapids.
I'm not like totally impervious to fear. When I get up on the tall ride at Rapids, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is cool. I'm up high. When I was up in the tree climbing days, I would get all the way to the point in the tree where the top started to bend because my weight wasn't like it was breaking.
It was more than the branches could hold.
Exactly. But I liked that thrill of being all the way up there.
Some people have that gene, and I don't even know what that would be like to be at that height and have zero fear. You're in complete awe and you just find it beautiful, and there's nothing at all that says, oh my gosh, you're in massive amounts of trouble. They're just up there with, it's unbelievable to me. I can't even fathom what that sensation must be like.
There was a giant Baptist church like a mile from my house, Oak Park Baptist Church. And I figured out how I could get in this tree and then get up on this small part of the roof and then get up on the high part of the roof. It must have been like 7 or 8 stories tall. It was like a tall church. And I used to just climb up there for fun.
See, that's unbelievable to me. Like, I do not believe that I should be any higher than double my natural height, which is 12 feet. That's my limit. After that, I'm like, nothing good happens past that height because there will be an injury should you fall and hit the ground. I
don't know. I believe in my cat-like ability. I believe in my reflexes and my footing. And even though I'm getting older, I still think I'm like in my 30s and I can get up on that roof and it's not going to matter.
Yeah. Look, I know when I was a teenager, we had the train bridges and there was a movie that was out. And again, you're influenced by all that stuff. It was
Stand By Me.
Stand By. I was thinking about The Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys. That was the other one too.
Well, that was the thing that they did. They would hold on to the train trestle. And then the train would go over and they would be holding on. And that was, my friends saw that, and that's what we would do. We called it trestle jumping, and they would jump off that, and there was a river that went down below.
So you really hung like that as the train went over?
Yeah, I was terrified. I think it only magnified my fear of heights by like a hundredfold because I had to do all my other friends were doing. I was that dumb kid. Be like, if all your friends go hanging off a bridge with the train going by, would you do it?
Yep.
I sure would.
Did it.
Dumbest thing ever, man.
How far was the drop from the trestle to the water below?
Probably only about 40 feet.
Okay.
So it wasn't insane. But the thing was, it wasn't a very strong river. And it varied in depth anywhere from, I don't know, maybe 7 feet to 2 feet. So
you don't want to hit the 2 feet part.
No, it was really just like dropping on concrete, you know. So yeah, it wasn't very smart, at all. So that's what kids do. I just never even thought that they'd be trying to gain access to the tallest buildings in downtown Miami and just be standing up there exposed.
You should blame social media.
I know you're right. And it's not even like they're at a place where it's a balcony and they're looking over. No,
right.
they're completely on something that is just on the other side.
A free beam.
Right. Absolutely. You're going,
blame social media. They're not going up there unless they've got their camera or phone.
Yeah.
They're not just going up there for the view to drink it in and talk with their friends.
Right.
Like we used to do. We used to climb up to the roof just to drink it in and just to go up there and smoke ciggies because nobody could get you.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, that's what we do.
Now you won't see any of these kids doing it without a phone or a camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the video is pretty unreal, and just kind of be aware that the kids are doing it. In fact, Denny's just showing the video. I just took a glance at it, and I just puckered. Like, I just... took my breath. I couldn't even watch it. We need to put a warning on that, Denny's. I can't even see that.
Kevin's a delicate flower.
Oh my gosh! I gotta turn my head.
He's wilting.
I just can't do it. It's terrifying. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this because for once in my life, I'm gonna hear an insane story, and it doesn't involve me, and I'm so happy about this. My wife has always got these ideas that I can't even tell if she's messing with me or not because she says them. And I'm like, I look at her, I'm like, are you trolling me or are you serious? And when I see it, she's serious. I'm like, wow. All right, we're gonna have to really sit down and walk through the logistics of what you're asking me to do right here and right now. And I've been in so many madcap scenarios with my wife that I'm glad to hear that you threw your husband Panda into one. Now, it had to do with retrieving a bicycle. Whose bicycle and what was your ask?
So this lady had reached out to KVJ on Instagram, direct message, and said, hey, I've got a bike. It's in the box still, and I want to donate it to Little Smiles. And I was like, oh my gosh, perfect. Okay. So I was trying to figure out how to get it, and I had said, hey, can you meet me somewhere? And she was like, well, I can't lift it. And so we came to the conclusion that I was going to have to go to her house and get it.
Okay.
Well, I can't lift it, but you know who can? My strapping husband.
Oh, yeah.
He's got all these muscles.
Strong like bull.
Taking that testosterone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Strong like bull. So we were laying on the sofa last night, and he was telling me, I've had this in the back of my head that I have to go get this bike from this lady. I've had that in my head for a few days. Okay. And so he's laying on the sofa next to me, and he's telling me how he's thinking about going to meet a guy. Yeah. Because he wants to see this bike that this guy has. This guy's from Buffalo, New York. My husband, Panda's from Buffalo, New York. And he wants to go meet this guy and possibly buy this bike from him for a couple $100s. I was like, that's great. You know, you've been wanting a new bike. He's got a bike that's not great for riding around with Rocco. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, babe, since you're out with your truck doing all this bikey type stuff, would you go and pick up this bike for me from this lady right here in Jupiter? It's still in the box. It's for Little Smiles. It's a donation. She seems really sweet.
Works perfectly.
We've met her out at events before, so I know I'm not sending him into some, wackadoo's yard. And he's like, I guess. And then he's telling me, well, I want to meet this guy, though. And I'm like, well, don't bring that guy that we don't know to our house. Why don't you have that guy meet you at this lady's house who's donating the bike, and then you and this guy can do your transaction with your bike stuff. And then also, will you take this bike with you? Because I want this other bike to be donated to Little Smiles as well. So you're going to have 3 bikes in the back of your truck, and you're going to be in a transaction in this lady's yard, and she's not going to know what the hell is going on and why this other random guy from Buffalo is in her yard. But it works out really well because all the things that we need to get accomplished in one stop.
Now, how did he respond as you're going through this? What were his eyes doing? What was his mouth doing?
His mouth was agape.
Yes, I get it.
And his eyes were like kind of crossing, and one of them was twitching a little bit because I don't think he realized how ridiculous the thing that I was about to say was going to be, and he was kind of still processing it.
Yeah. My wife has these complex you need a pie chart, graphs, all this kind of stuff to try to figure out what she is even talking about. Be like, okay, why have we massively overcomplicated this?
But instead of being multiple stops all over town, I've taken this a whole big turd of a
But you're putting him in such an awkward situation. Like, what is this, Bike Depot?
That's what I was laughing about. Because I could just picture the lady's face where he was going to pick up this bike in a box.
What are you doing in my yard? I mean, what is this? Is this a bike deal? What's happening?
He's doing a bike deal, like a drug deal in this lady's yard. And then to add fun to the whole thing.
Oh, you call it fun.
The lady came out and sweet as pie. Yeah. But she thought I was going to be with him. And I wasn't. I was laying on the sofa doing editing for the show. Yeah. I was not there, but she came out with beers because she wanted to have beers with me while all this was going on.
What? Huh?
Now Panda's holding beer, but I'm not there.
Honestly, it's starting to feel like a wild dream. You ever had that dream where you're describing it to somebody like, this makes no sense? So we're doing a bike exchange. There's all these bikes being exchanged, and all of a sudden I'm serving beers, and we're having beers, and we're exchanging bikes. And you're like, what did you eat before you went to bed?
It sounds like somebody's on mushrooms.
Yes.
Totally.
It's like an insane-o trip.
I was cackling.
Oh, my gosh. A lot of people are saying Panda needs to call Top Dog.
Top dog or hot dog?
Hot dog. I like that. That's, yeah. That's
Denny's little son, Lachlan, yells, hot dog law.
Hot dog law, baby. Whatever. Poor Panda.
Poor Panda.
And to think he really doesn't drink. How does he do it?
He doesn't drink a sip, and he sticks around.
I know.
Wow.
Where is his outlet?
Crazy.
One day, do you just, because, I drink a lot. So much. I mean, most of the time I'm just half hammered that I'm going through this stuff, so I can get through it. How's he even cope?
I don't know. I think he talks to his buddies a lot about me.
Okay.
He must.
Does he have a therapist? Where does he take this outlet to get rid of all this confusion?
Friend group.
Okay.
Oh, there's a text thread about me that I'm sure I would be very horrified to read.
I would love to read it. If we can get that text thread, gosh, let's act that one out.
Well, you can probably talk him into jumping in the text thread, and then you can just commiserate about all the things I do to you in here.
Maybe we just need to start having text threads, Panda and I, and we'll just compare all the insane things that we have to do, and then we'll just start reading our text threads off, because I'll probably forget a lot of it.
I think it would be good for both of you, because if you keep it bottled in, it doesn't help anybody.
Okay, no, you're right. Oh, poor Panda. Deep breaths, my friend. Deep breaths.
All Kevins get terrorized.
What is that?
His real name is Kevin, and your real name is Kevin.
It has to mean Mary's crazy wife. There has to be something.
Latin.
It's Latin for Mary's crazy wife. That's what it is.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, we don't know who was in charge of watching him, but for some reason, that person was on break. And William Shatner, the 94-year-old actor, got up on a horse. And, oh, wow, shocking. He got thrown while trying to perform a fast maneuver. Maybe because when you're 94, you have no business on a horse in the first place? I mean, I don't know. Equestrian community, can you call me and let me know what your thoughts are about putting a 94-year-old up on a horse?
I like to hear that, but I will push back a little bit because I will say he's 94. He does not look 94, and maybe it is his adventurous spirit that keeps him young, and that is part of it. And I do believe we all should be able to dictate our own terms on how we go out. And if he wants to go out on a dang horse, realizing that, hey, dog, you get thrown, you probably not getting back up.
Why don't we put homie on a pony?
Yeah, he don't want pony.
We can't, a full-ass horse? No, we need to put him on a pony.
I mean, I wouldn't put him in the kind of horse you put a quarter in to make that thing go round, but still. But it's what he wants to do.
I don't know. He says that he tried to lessen the impact by rolling when he hit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least from his stunt-heavy years, he knew to roll, but I guess he is still pretty jacked up.
I mean, at 94, you roll over in bed and you can hurt yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, much less when you're coming down off a horse's back.
You hurt yourself going for the toilet. You sit wrong and...
I can tell you, though, in his story, though, I understand where you're going with it, but I am finding myself to have a lot of respect for him, that he is still courageous enough at 94 to do that, and I think it's his choice, his body, his choice.
I hear you, but...
Yeah. It may not be a smart choice.
It's not a smart choice.
Okay, we can debate that, but, you know.
So he will be undergoing surgery for this accident.
Okay.
Pray for his little surgery to go well. Mm-hmm. We have a little rough timeline, apparently. ESPN has hinted at a rough wedding timeline for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. According to reports, the key clue is that... Wait a minute, Travis may be planning to get married right before the Chiefs training camp begins. Now, since training camp typically starts in July, that likely would put the wedding somewhere in the spring to early summer, maybe June.
I'm hearing, by all accounts, everything that's going on around this, June 13th is the date.
June 13th.
I think it's kind of a poorly kept secret.
Well, that's what the Dirt of Day is built on.
Yeah.
Poorly kept secrets. I tell them all.
I'd pencil that in if you're waiting to go to Taylor's wedding.
June 13th. Mm-hmm. And finally here, Tom Brady definitely has a type. And I like this one because this one is a little bit more age appropriate. You know, we all know what Giselle, his ex-wife, looks like. And we all know what Alex Earl looks like. She's a little young for him, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But now he was just spotted canoodling with the ex-wife of Scooter Braun. And she just looks like an older Alex Earl. But like, you know, not as hot as Giselle, but kind of in that whole ballpark. Scooter Braun's ex, Yael, is that how you pronounce it? Yael? She's cute. She's really good looking. She's got that long hair, very flowy, tiny little cute body. And yeah, he's got a type, Tom Brady. So they were huddled up and left the party they were seen together at together. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
You know, Will Ferrell has been hanging out in South Florida a little bit. It seemed like he had some interest in that TGL, which was the indoor golf league that has been playing. In fact, they're going to be doing their championships coming up right around St. Patrick's Day. I think that is the day that they start those. And just this last season, Will Ferrell's been out there, and he's been here the last couple of seasons as well that they've done that. In fact, he was doing some announcing during one of them as well.
In the middle, a 6-time PGA Tour winner who used to be good at golf, Max Homa. And joining them on the bench tonight, some guy named Tiger. Who's that? Does anyone know? Former frontman of the Golf Boys, Ricky Fowler.
That's right. Yeah.
In the middle, the most data-driven player in the entire PGA Tour, and yet he never graduated college. A real dummy. Matt Fitzpatrick.
Are you smart or not?
So you kind of tell he has a good relationship with a lot of the golfers that are in it, just absolutely loves it. And he decided that he was going to do one of his typical Will Ferrell type of movies. And it sounds and looks a lot like what you would expect from Will Ferrell. It is going to be on Netflix, and it is called The Hawk. And it is going to premiere this summer. And it is Will Ferrell. He's playing Lonnie the Hawk Hawkins, a former #1 golfer struggling to complete golf's Grand Slam.
So this is different from the video that I saw of him filming with Kim Kardashian, where he's playing a magician named Brad Bracadabra.
That's another project. Yeah, in fact, this launches this summer. Yeah, he's already made this. This is good.
This man comes up with the funniest name. Whoever's writing these names and these whole concepts.
I have a feeling he does it.
I love it.
It's consistent with what he does.
He's so good.
So this summer, you'll be able to see this 10-episode series on Netflix. It's got Molly Shannon in it, Luke Wilson, and Fortune Feimster is also there.
Okay.
Let's meet the Hawk.
This summer, a legend returns. An icon, a champion, an American hero. His name, Lonnie the Hawk Hawkins.
That's me. I'm him. That's who they're talking about. If you're wondering.
Okay. Now, I don't know how much of it they did film in South Florida. If I remember right, when he was here, there was a report that they had seen him in California. So I think a lot of the stuff you're going to see is California-based. But they'll probably blur the lines because there's a lot of California other than the mountains that look a lot like Florida.
True.
They've done that before.
True.
I mean, look at Palm Royale.
We both got palm trees.
Yeah, you know, sunshine, all that kind of good stuff.
We both got nice sunsets.
Warmer temperatures. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the whole movie's about and how much of the Palm Beaches they'll showcase on that, which is always good for us, right? So,
yeah, absolutely.
I hope there's a good bit. Now, there's something that I was reading that could be helpful if you are like me and my Netflix is so screwed up. This is part of the issue that we have in my house. There's not a respect for boundaries. Zero respect. They're always just, I'm an only child. I always grew up. I had boundaries. I don't have to worry about anybody crossing my boundaries.
Nobody moved your cheese.
My cheese is always moving. And I just hadn't been on Netflix for a little while. And I went in there the other day, and you would think all I would watch is romantic period pieces. I cannot get a good suggestion.
On your profile?
My own profile. Even though I believe my wife either does have her own profile or should have. No, she doesn't. I'm like, why don't you just get your own? I don't know how to set that up.
Everybody can have their own profile, so it's catered specifically to you.
Right. No.
You should never be watching on somebody else's profile.
I know.
Because you're throwing off their algorithm.
It should be one of the holy commandments of streaming. Thou shalt use thine own profile. My wife does not abide by that commandment. This makes no sense. It's complete madness.
You're just trying to go in there and look for history shows. And you got all kinds of romance.
And I got tricked. I put a couple on, and I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, why is there so much making out? I'm like, what is...
I want history. I want war.
Well, okay, we could have cut that whole 8-minute love scene down to, I don't know, just a suggestion. What are we doing here? And I realized, I'm like, everything's a complete disaster. So if you have people that are not abiding by these streaming commandments in your household, there are ways that you can go in there and set it. And I had to read this article on exactly how to do that. That if it is a complete disaster, they say you can go to account profile, then viewing activity, and you can start hiding titles that you don't want influencing recommendations. And they said you can retrain it in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
is
good.
what it takes.
Okay.
Even for people that don't have this issue, sometimes you have people that watch in the background and it starts going into different things, and that starts affecting what it recommends for you.
Because it thinks you're sitting there watching it.
Yes, and you're really not even paying attention, or you just left the house and it was on and it just kept going to stuff. And it's like, oh, they really love this stuff when you actually didn't. So you can go in there, account profile and viewing activity. You can start hiding individual episodes or even entire series. And they say it takes about 24 hours after that for it to kind of get it and kind of click in. And then you can also remove shows from continue watching that they have in there. So there is a way to say, no, that shouldn't be in there. No, that was my wife. That wasn't me. That was my wife. And you can
also create her own profile and give her like an icon.
Yeah.
It's like bright pink. Like mine on my Netflix is like a screaming bright pink little emoji.
Yeah.
And everybody in the house knows, oh, that's mom.
I don't believe she'd use it.
She still wants to use yours.
I don't know what it is. She just is like, she's like, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. She just takes this to a level that is obscene.
Then here's what you do.
Okay.
You create a profile and you call it Kim and you make it look like her, but then you use that.
Exactly what I thought.
You use that one and build that in like all your history and war. And
it's so radically different.
No romance.
And then if you came in and saw me scrolling that big, why are you going to your wife's profile? Why is it this? And then why is your wife's? I'd be like, welcome to the madness in my household. This is what I'm trying to survive.
They're just trying to spin me.
They are. Honestly, I feel like every day, like they just get together and they're like going, okay, Dad's a little balanced.
Dad looks happy.
How do we wreck him and spin him today? I know. He loves his organized Netflix categories. I'm going to go in there and watch nothing but romantic period pieces.
They throw a bomb in your life.
Daily. Yeah. Why do I have problems with my anger? All right, we're going to see how much we can get in each other's head here today. Can you answer like a majority of the other KVJ show members? All right, we got myself, Virginia, and producer Denny's. Jaybird is taking a little nap here. He didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so we'll patch in with him hopefully here in a little bit after he wakes up from his siesta.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to balance it all with the healing and the pain pills, and anybody who's ever recovered from surgery knows it is not easy. Mm-hmm. With each day, it gets a little better, but it messes with you.
Oh, it does. And the pain pills, they mess up your stomach.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got to ask him how his pooping is when we get him on. I'm very curious.
He'll be excited about that.
You got to eat your prunes, brother. Eat them prunes.
Okay. The first one I've got here for you is you have to name a person who knows all the gossip. Who knows all the gossip? Okay. Who are we going to go with here? What is going to be the top answer? I got to do it. I went Virginia, dirt of the day.
Thank you for the respect you just put on my name.
Did you name yourself?
I did.
I knew you would. God bless you.
Not humble. It's a flex.
Okay, yeah. I thought about going Harvey Levin, but I was like, no.
No.
I love how Harvey Levin is staying away from some of the dirty details of the Epstein stuff because he's in it.
Yeah, right. Let's pay attention to this Nancy Guthrie story.
Yeah, look over here, not over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing you won't catch me in is the Epstein files, y'all.
Every time I see him, I feel like his eyes are more closed. Have you noticed that? Every video, he's almost like he's so asleep.
He's just preparing for death.
That's amazing. It's a slow death. And when his eyes finally close, it's just over.
Oh, then he lays.
What an interesting way to go out.
I also put Virginia.
Yeah, okay.
You kind of have to. I'd be so sad if you didn't, and then you have to work with sad me.
Yeah, I'd rather lose the point and everybody else. Yeah, yeah, that's just the better play. Okay, name something hanging on a wall.
Ooh.
Something hanging on a wall. Virginia, you start us off on this one.
Okay, I've been to Denny's house, and I see a lot of this hanging on the wall. artwork. He does, him and his wife both, they do paintings, and he's gifted them to people, and they are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Artwork.
She taught me how to paint.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What'd you go with, Denny's?
I went with TV. I should have did art. Had I known I was going to get such a nice write-up.
I went with mirror. Mirror,
different.
on the wall.
I almost put wall clock because you mentioned it yesterday. I was like, there's no way I was going to remember
Wall
that.
clock is only if you're over 50.
Yeah.
All right, no matches on that, no points. Let's go cheese type.
Cheese type. Oh my gosh.
Cheese type.
Oh.
All right. Denny's gets to start us on this round. Denny's, what are we going with for a good cheese type?
I did brie. Brie's like the wind.
It's a good choice. I went Gouda.
Damn it.
Virginia.
Okay, Kevin.
No.
I went with that Gouda.
Why'd you guys go Gouda?
I just had Gouda the other day, and I think Gouda might be my new favorite cheese.
Thank you. Yes, I always, because I scoffed at the name, and then I had them like, you know what? When I kind of boil it all down, this is a solid cheese.
Kevin,
I'm a Gouda man.
Smoke your Gouda. Get your Gouda.
That's what got me.
Smoke it.
When I finally got a smoked Gouda, my whole world
so
was
good.
like,
Denny's, you love smoke.
I do. I like smoked Gouda too because if you make mac and cheese with it, it's very good. It's better than the Velveeta's and the Crafts.
You're right. And Velveeta's not real cheese, as Rocco was telling me the other day, and I wanted to kiss him.
Well, they have it in the middle of the store, unrefrigerated, in tinfoil.
It's shelf stable for 4 years. It's very close to like the components of a yoga mat. We got to stop eating it. When we know better, we do better.
Okay. Next one is name a place everyone has been at least once.
Everyone on the planet or just in this room?
You would think the common person in your society. A place that they have been at least once.
Your mom's bedroom.
Oh.
Okay.
In your face.
All right. I'm trying to think of how you guys are going to answer on this.
I know.
There's several different answers you can go with.
Everybody's been at least once.
Everybody's been at least once. What is a place everybody's been?
Everybody?
Okay. I am going to make the argument for hospital. That is my answer because how many of us are born in a hospital, meaning you've been there at least once? That'd be my guess. I mean, it's
Such a smart answer. I'm so annoyed right now.
What did you write?
Not a smart answer.
What'd you write?
Church.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. It'd be nice, but yeah.
Not everybody's been once, but it's all I could think of.
Denny's?
I wrote school.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
That is a good one. Yeah, school's actually better than hospital.
Nah, hospital was good.
Hospital's the best.
Should have did that.
Yeah.
I almost went McDonald's or Walmart. Do you think? I mean, I wonder what when you look at the U.S. population, how many people have been to all these places? What scores out number one?
Fancy people, you couldn't pay them to go to McDonald's or Walmart. I know a few friends of mine that have a lot of dough, and they would be disgusted.
Yeah, well,
They would never.
I feel like
it'd be nice.
Walmart's pretty good. I'd say more over than McDonald's.
Walmart, I mean, they do roll back the prices, but you are taking your life in your hands.
Oh, gosh. I've had the worst experiences in my life there. I've had multiple.
Just prepare for battle when you're going in.
Okay, next up, give me a song that plays at weddings. A song that plays at weddings. What do you think we're going to be talking about here? Okay. All right. What are you going to go with? Is it Virginia? I think we start with you on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
kicked it off last.
Yeah, isn't there like the wedding march that she comes down the aisle to? Here comes the bride. It's the wedding.
I should have.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
Denny's.
I did the.
Everybody stands up.
I did the da 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 do 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 do. Pachelbel's Cannon.
Oh, okay. Denny's ain't
Denny's is
nobody
a
will get
smart
that.
guy.
What, they play that at. That's like the number one wedding song.
Denny's, you're looking
It's
too
not even
smart.
He's trying to bring in bunk stats too to defend that answer.
They play that at like every wedding.
What's it called?
Isn't it Cannon? Cannon in D?
Cannon and D. Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
That's like a porn.
I got that Cannon D.
I went. I think I should get credit. I put "Here Comes the Bride."
Okay,
I
here
don't know
comes the
name of it, but
bride.
it was Wedding March, whatever you want to call it.
Yes. That's what I put too.
Oh gosh, you guys
Okay, we're toasted, Denny's.
Oh my gosh, I can't even catch up now. I don't think.
Yeah, Virginia and I have 3. Denny's has 1. All right, let's see if we can get to some separation here. Okay, what is a job people complain about? A job people complain about. What is that going to be? Okay, Denny's, you get to start us off. What are you going to go with?
I'm hoping just to match with anyone. I wrote DMV.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes. Oh, come on, Virginia. Come on, Virginia.
I wrote the customer service at Walmart.
Oh,
it's true, though.
No. You're thinking Keith with the key and all that good stuff.
Yes, Keith with the key.
We went DMV. I got the win on that.
Look at you.
Thank you, Denny's.
Congratulations. Look, you got to get one win. I'm kind of glad you got that.
You're right. I think anybody was due for a win around here.
You need it.
I do. Okay, we got some confessions rolling in here today. I want to hear your deep, dark secrets that you are holding on to. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. One person texted in here, they said, early in the 2000s, myself and a couple of my friends, we went underage drinking at night at an exclusive golf course right here in South Florida. And one of my buddies found that little contraption they have for digging the holes in the greens.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
We stayed up long enough to watch all the chaos on the course the next morning and never laughed so hard in our lives.
I'm telling y'all, messing with golfers is funny.
Well, I couldn't even imagine if you hit onto the green and there's 6 holes. You'd be like, what is going on here?
That's amazing.
Which one counts? That would be rough. This person says, I'm 41 years old. I work with teenagers. I generally try to keep up with the lingo, but I think 6'7" has broken me. I wonder if that is still going on to that level.
It's not. No,
yes.
they've moved on.
Good.
They think 6'7" is now tacky.
Is there another 6'7" that has taken its place of something that is so frustrating? Because I'd heard that teachers were really struggling with that you couldn't say anything with 6 or 7 and kids would just erupt into it.
It just sucks that they're together in the numerical order, so
right.
You're screwed.
I would cancel it going, you know what? None of you little kids are going to know how to count.
Counting, done.
Done. Right. We start at 8. This person said, I used to be a mature foot model from which I made a good living until I caught a particularly stubborn fungal nail infection.
Mature foot model. So there's a market for old feet?
I guess
This is great news.
They said, now my money's been cut, but I have found a niche audience on OnlyFans who like gross things. That is the one thing I'm finding that with the internet and digital content, you can find the craziest audiences.
There's a seat for every butt.
There really is. It's just you never know. You just got to find them. You got to let them know you're there, and you got to figure out how to monetize it. That really is the secret to life today.
Once you find them and you find them and they know you're there and you know they're there, that can be a revenue stream if you guys are both willing to do your part.
What an odd group. I like old feet with fungal infections. That's just.
I got a foot for them. Not mine. Okay. But there's somebody in my family. I won't say who.
Okay.
I'm trying to be a better family member.
OnlyFans.
There is an older person in my family that has struggles with foot fungus.
This person in their confession says, I held open the door for a grumpy old lady, as I would do with anyone. Only to be told when she came up to me, going, I'm quite capable of opening the door for myself. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's not about you. It's about me. I'm just opening the door for everybody. How about that, lady?
A few weeks later, she was behind me again, so I deliberately held the door open. And then as she got close, I gleefully closed it right before she got there. I don't know that that's right.
That's not right either.
But boy, that's tempting, and that has to feel good in the moment at least.
Don't let them change you. That's what I would say. Old person, young person, I know. They're annoying, and you want to slam the door in their face.
Right.
But just smile and feel bad for them because they're dumb.
Sometimes you can just play it in your head that you did that, and then that's as far as it goes.
Make yourself giggle.
Yeah. This person said, I spent a good 2 hours wandering around my house one evening trying to find this intermittent, weird whistling noise. Turns out it was actually my left nostril.
I've I've done that.
What?
I hear a noise.
How does that happen? What is that odd thing?
You can high pitch frequency breathe through your nose and not realize it's you.
Wow.
And then it takes you a minute that you have to like figure out that it's you. I've totally done that.
This person, they text in a confession to 877-979-WRMF, and they said, when I was 11 years old, I had this teacher I just absolutely hated, and being a young little punk, I keyed his car.
Oh.
I always felt bad about it. I'm like, well, you're better than that. I thought I was some kind of sociopath. And then I was wandering through an airport with my wife and kids, and I saw that same teacher having an argument with his wife. He called her some uncalled for things right in public. And at that moment, I said, you know what? 11-year-old me was completely justified.
Yeah. Wow.
Never changed.
That's the moment where you could have said something to, I knew you were a douche. Just whisper it as you walk by. He's in a fight with his wife, and now he's in a fight with a stranger. He ain't going to remember you from school.
It's true. And this confession says, my husband insists on having photos of the dead relatives in the living room in some sort of shrine.
It's a Mexican thing. I have it too.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, it's the whole premise of movies that if you don't leave the pictures up, then they are forgotten.
Oh, wow.
So you leave the pictures up to pay tribute, especially with the whole Dia de las Muertas, and you make a little shrine and a candle goes there and all the pictures. And once the pictures stop being put up, the memories fade.
Wow. Okay. Well, they apparently married into it, and they said he talks to them often, too.
That's a thing.
Yeah. My friends think it's sweet. I kind of think it's creepy, and it bothers me. But
it's his heritage if he's Mexican.
Yeah, you know, I'm with that. I get it. You know?
I think it's beautiful. There's a restaurant in San Antonio that my mom loves that we always go to. I mean, we are so predictable. Mm-hmm. We go to the same places every time I visit. But it's this place called Mi Tierra, and they have a huge shrine to all of the family members that have passed away, of all of the people that run the restaurant. It's a massive shrine with all these beautiful pictures from these people that have died that were when they were young, when they were old. It's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. You can sit there for 20 minutes and just drink it in.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is more on the person confessing that just get used to it. You know, just accept it and be like, okay, it's what they do, and understand that's their culture, and there's a beautiful thing in it.
And maybe you should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe you need to go the other way.
We should all be thankful for these people that came before us, or we wouldn't be here.
True. Absolutely. I know this name only because Jaybird grew up obsessed with murder. Actually, he's still obsessed with murder, but I think a lot of it was his mom planted a lot of this stuff in his head, you know, saying, hey, don't be one of these kids on the milk carton.
Right. She put the fear in him.
Yes, and so it stuck.
Yeah.
And I've heard the name Christy Luna just from him talking about when he was a kid 40 years ago. This girl disappeared, and that was a name that his mom would throw at him, being like, hey, you can't wind up like this 8-year-old who just turned up vanished in Green Acres. And it has been since May 27th of 1984 when she walked 2 blocks from her home to a Belk's General Store. That's how long ago it was Belk's. You see a Belk anywhere now?
No.
She left to go buy cat food. And then she was last seen leaving the store and heading home. And that was it. They had massive searches. If you weren't around here at that time or alive, they had all kinds of leads, decades of investigation. They never found her.
How heartbreaking.
Really is. I can't even imagine just trying and wanting to have that closure. And here we are 41 years since her disappearance. And they say they have a new person of interest. Warren Gilbert Williams Jr., who is a former Lake Worth resident who died in 2016 and had a criminal history involving child sexual abuse. Investigators are saying that an anonymous tip received in 2025 suggested that he may have been remodeling a home near Christie's neighborhood the day that she disappeared. And authorities also believe he left the job site to buy cigarettes at the same store Christie visited and never returned to the work site. I saw today they had been talking with his son. He said, look, I'm happy to help. And he had mentioned her disappearance. But
the dad did?
Yes.
To his son?
But it was almost in like a cautionary tale, almost like what Jaybird's mom was doing. And we never made her a suspect.
Never.
Yeah. So, I don't know that there's anything there, but
it may have been just a hot topic in the hood.
Yeah. But at least right now, and I don't know what kind of evidence they have, but at least they have a name, they have the motive, they have the ability, the cause.
But the mom has cancer. So Christy Luna's mom has cancer. Before she dies, she just wants to know what happened to her daughter. So they, I think, went to the house where this cat was doing construction, and he never showed back up after she went missing. And they, I guess, had poured some concrete in the months after. And so they tried to look in that concrete to see if there was any human remains. I don't think they found anything.
They did not, no.
But boy, wouldn't have that been just wonderful closure for Christy Luna's poor mother?
Mm-hmm.
They're still continuing to look now. They don't have any proof that he brought her back to that house where he was remodeling.
So I don't know how fulfilling that is. You have a name, you have the ability, but you don't really have that final link. And
all you have is a tip and speculation from this guy's maybe own child, which is a good tip.
Right, and you don't have Christy, which, ultimately just even to know where the remains might be. I mean, 41 years later, you would assume, but... Yeah, so that is the latest on that. But, for anybody who was around and knew that story, at least they've got a name and probably the guy that did it. And hopefully one day they can make the final connection.
But there's still a couple other guys on the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad that they don't have closure for Christy's mom, who has cancer now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, hopefully they do find that, whatever that link is. And they can have some peace.
Praying for that.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. Ha, 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 ha. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Denny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
Okay, comedy time. Denny's got the jokes here for us today. All right, Denny's, let's hear what you got here with the joke jury. We will let you know what's hitting and what is not.
All right, joke one. What does USPS use to protect and ship rednecks?
USPS, what do they use to ship rednecks? I don't know.
Bubba wrap.
I'll be real careful in the back there. Don't mess with my dip can.
Second joke. What did the stoner get a gold medal in?
I don't know. What did the stoner get a gold medal in?
The high jump.
Oh, there you go.
Never came down.
Third joke. What's the most depressing inning for an alcoholic baseball player?
I don't know. What is the most depressing inning for an alcoholic baseball player?
The bottom of the fifth.
Oh, fifth of
Look at him.
Wow, working in booze and baseball.
Wow.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Sports.
Like Denny's, that's impressive.
Yeah, he's. We're going to turn him into a jock, Virginia.
I know a lot more about alcohol than I do the sports. Fourth joke. What did they tell the king of the jungle after he messed up big time?
I don't know. What did they tell the king of the jungle after he messed up big time?
You made your bed, now lie in it.
Lie in it.
A lion.
And final joke. Which male enhancement drug did Harry Styles develop?
I don't know. Which male enhancement drug did Harry Styles develop?
One Erection.
Okay. That actually be a good play off of it, right?
Not that he needs the money, but that would be a great product. It's a slight little pivot in the name. One Direction's not putting out new music.
Hello, I'm Harry Styles here for One Erection. It plays. It plays.
It's brilliant.
Nice work, guys.
Wow.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, the Kardashians are in court, and I don't know a lot legal stuff, but I would never bet against Kris Jenner. That's just where I'm coming from on that. I think that, she was married to a very powerful attorney. She probably still has very powerful attorneys on the payroll. And Kim, her daughter, is currently trying to become an attorney. So there's a lot of law around this family. But Ray J, is in court battling the Kardashians, and they are the ones that are suing him, accusing him of sustaining a, quote, campaign of harassment and defamation against Kim and her brand and against Chris. Ray J, whose real name is William Norwood.
Norwood?
I think that's hilarious.
William Norwood?
You feel like William Norwood should be a lawyer himself.
William Norwood. I did not see that.
William Norwood. He is saying that the Kardashians set up the whole thing with the sex tape. You know, he was in that sex tape, and then the tape was made public. And so his accusations have always been that they were in on it, and they helped to plan and then distribute it. And then all those moments on the show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where Kim is crying. Remember, she was like devastated because this video of her in a very compromising position was coming out.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like she was acting. I don't think she's that good of an actress, because she genuinely looked like she was just distraught over the release of the sex tape. But what do I know? He is sticking by his story, and the Kardashians are sticking by their story, and they are currently in court right now battling it out. He asked the judge to throw it out. The judge said no. So in sworn declarations, both sides are saying the other one is a liar. One of them has to be lying, y'all. It's crazy, right? Yeah. Chris is saying that she never had any role in producing, distributing, or having anything to do with this tape. And he says she orchestrated everything, that they worked to create publicity and produced this and distributed this. So it's crazy.
You know, for once, and I believe Ray J, and that's the weird thing, because this is a guy I think was just faking eye blood on stage a couple of weeks ago.
You're right.
And I probably shouldn't, but, you know, Kim has even talked openly about how she used to stage paparazzi appearances and just the elaborate schemes they went to, and how desperately the family in the early days wanted to be famous and would do anything. You could almost imagine them doing family meetings saying, okay, here's how we get attention. Here's what we do. And it just lends so well into that Kris Kardashian had something to do with that tape being released. Because honestly, I don't think Ray J has the ability to do it on his own.
Hopefully.
I'm sorry, William Norwood.
Hopefully William Norwood
doesn't have the ability for this.
Norwood, I hope you kept the receipts. Just please tell me you have proof to back up all of this. I guess we will find out as this continues. One of them is lying, and hopefully the judge will figure it out, and that it won't be a biased judgment because somebody got paid.
Yeah. I just don't know how you do. I don't know where the evidence is going to be.
Where is the evidence?
Right.
Exactly. Norwood, please have kept the receipts.
Somebody says Ray J showed the contracts online a few years ago. Now, you obviously would have to validate those to make sure that they're legitimate, because if you're going to fake eye blood, you're going to fake a fake contract. So... I don't trust William Norwood as far as I can throw him. But
look, Norwood, the eye blood is not helping your case.
No, it's not.
Stop it with all the eye blood.
If I were an attorney, I'd bring that in too.
Yeah.
I would be like, we need to test here how truthful you are and how you love your own little scams and schemes.
This man loves to lie. Yeah. Eye blood, Your Honor.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, Kelly Clarkson is talking candidly. And, you know, I don't feel bad for Kelly Clarkson in the least. She's doing great. Her ex-husband that was horrible died. That was awesome for her. She's financially set for life. She doesn't even have to work. She's walking away from this talk show because she can. Mm-hmm. But I think the behind-the-scenes details of what happened on American Idol are so fascinating. Not that she needs the money, but American Idol kind of gave her the shaft back in the day, and there was really nothing she could do about it. This is fascinating, behind the scenes, fascinating details.
Well, you know, there has to be something, because I even had this thought yesterday when I saw a promo with her on The Voice, and I said, how is it that the number one, first and biggest star to ever come out of American Idol is now on The Voice and not on American Idol? Something clearly had to have happened.
It's a huge FU to American Idol when you go on The Voice. You and I both know that.
And maybe this might be why.
They were like, oh, you win $1 million or whatever. Da, da, da. No, you didn't. They lied.
Wait,
you did
what?
not.
What'd you
No,
get?
it was like $1 million worth of investment in you. And then they said you get a car, and I needed it because my car was bashed in and I couldn't afford the deductible. No, I did not get a car. And then Clay Aiken, who didn't win the second season, got a car and his mom.
What? His mom got one.
His mama got a car.
What?
That's messed up.
Even if they didn't have the money then, they need to come back and be like, sorry, we couldn't afford it then, but here's your car.
Kelly Clarkson.
Give it to his mom?
You know what? She is winning in all of this.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
she's okay, but still.
She's okay, but still.
But there's a reason why she's at the... Wouldn't they rather have her at American Idol? It's such a better story. I mean, what a slap in the face for American Idol. And it shows that they're not the top dog when she goes to The Voice to build that one up.
You're
to
right.
take down American Idol.
You're right. It speaks volumes without saying anything. Just showing up at The Voice says, oh, okay, American Idol can't get it together with Kelly because they did her wrong.
That's the only way that you would go from the show that made you to the competitor.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And finally here, Katy Perry, who is used to winning in court, just lost in court. So she had a fight that's been going on for 16 years with this Australian fashion designer who goes by the name of Katy Taylor and then has put stuff out with the name Katy Perry. Now, she registered this name, Katy Perry, back in 2007 before I Kissed a Girl even came out. Mm-hmm. So the Katy Perry in Australia just won in court against the U.S. Katy Perry because it's all about timing. 2007 was before I Kissed a Girl. 16 years they've been fighting this trademark dispute. Yeah. And Katy Perry, the U.S. one, finally lost a court battle. She lost to the Katy Perry in Australia.
I think that's right. You know,
yeah,
they're not even in the same lane. You know, she does pop music and this other girl does other stuff.
And this other girl registered it in 2007 before I Kissed a Girl.
It shouldn't have gone on that long.
It should not have gone on this long, but I'm so glad that the Australian Katy Perry won.
Yes.
And normally I cheer for the USA, not today. Mm-hmm. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Your husband would never, ever do this, Virginia. But let's say you're in a situation where he goes to get a massage at a place that has been known to deliver a very happy last moment or a happy ending.
I know what you're talking about.
He's got a big smile on his face. You know, things are going great.
He better never, because he knows I got a little Lorena Bobbitt in me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, look out. Well, you actually got him a massage, and ironically, it was in the same plaza where there was a famous raid for the old rub and tugs that it used to happen with Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, and that's kind of his infamous story.
Yes, it was funny because I got him the Orchids of Asia T-shirt, and he wore it into the place, and we were chuckling at our little private joke.
Now, let's just say that it wouldn't be that funny, and that actually did happen, and it wasn't Robert Kraft, it was your husband that was brought in by the authorities, and it got very public, almost like it did with Robert Kraft, because that's exactly what we got going on here. Somebody sent an email, and they're trying to ask me to keep it low on the details, but they're devastated and embarrassed, and they say that their husband said he meant nothing by it, swears it would never happen again. I have done all this stuff where I'm now staying with my parents, and daily they're telling me that this should be a deal breaker. But my best friends are saying, look, I mean, come on, he's just a dude. They just do this kind of stuff. It's not like he was cheating. He didn't have any kind of like relationship with them. He went to a place that would release that urge and did not cheat on you.
Transactional, not emotional.
That's what they're saying. So she has two different camps. She goes home every day as she's staying with her parents, as they're kind of split right now. And they're saying, leave him. Friends are saying, I don't know. Maybe he needs, a little bit of understanding on this and just move forward. But it's really kind of left my confidence shattered. And I just am so confused right now. Is this just a momentary lapse in judgment, or is this a sign of something much deeper? And what would Virginia do legitimately if this happened with Panda?
So this is a tough question because every woman is going to handle it differently. And you at this moment, with all of this new information and all of this shame, you have to be very self-aware and be able to know, okay, what kind of woman am I? am I the kind of woman that can handle this, shake it off, and not think about it? And you're going to think about it for a while, but in 2 years, am I going to be able to be happy and compartmentalize this pain and forget about it and put it in the past and realize that he's great in so many other ways? Or 2 years down the line, am I still going to be thinking about this and imagining how it all went down and upset? And then every time he is 5 minutes late coming home from work, I'm like, oh, he's getting a rub and a tug somewhere. He's cheating on me somewhere with somebody. You have to really have a very honest self-analysis.
Well, the biggest question is, why does he need to go get this from someone else? Why can you not get this at home, and what is going on? It's not even that he was seeking anything emotional or even really, I mean, it's not that physical. It's not in the same way as if you're having an affair and it gets that physical.
I mean, that's kind of an insulting thing to say to women, that he had to go someplace else to get it. I mean, that's assuming that he wasn't getting it at home.
Well, that's the question, because she should be insulted. Be like, why can't you come to me for these kind of things? I'm your wife. I am the person supposed to do it. If you want me to give you a massage and all that kind of stuff, just ask.
But here we are.
Yeah.
You can't go back and change the past. Now, here we are. Moving forward, are you able to forgive and forget? Are you that kind of girl? I can tell you right now, I am not.
Okay.
You hurt me on this level and you embarrass me publicly on this level, and everybody knows because you got arrested. And now it's a public record. And now I'm living with my mama. My parents know about it. Like, we can't come back from this because I am going to be too upset about how you embarrassed me. And I'm going to always be thinking about this anytime you mess up.
Yeah. And I'm going to listen to my parents more on this. I'm with everybody else. 81% said it's a breakup. Kind of think the same thing.
But who are you? You can't let anybody tell you who you are. If he makes a lot of money and you value that, if he's a good husband and he's sweet and supportive and you value that, and you're able to compartmentalize and you have kids together, like, I can't tell you what to do, but you need to go to therapy without him and figure out what you need to be able to have a happy rest of your life.
Right. Well, a lot of people are saying that it is cheating. And another email that we have here is asking a question: can cheaters ever change? It says, my husband had an affair 2 years ago with someone he met while traveling for work. I found out quickly. It ended. We did therapy, and I believed we had moved on. Then a week ago, I learned he's been seeing a local woman for about a month.
See?
I'm completely heartbroken and blindsided. This is one of those, sometimes I read these because it just needs to be said. I don't even think there's a debate. It's
this could be her future.
You got to hear this.
Right.
The fact that she has to send this email to me, sometimes these emails would get her freaking baffling, because you're answering your own questions in your email. But here we are. Virginia and I are going to tell you something.
You're too close to it. Let us help you.
We're starting therapy again because there are deeper issues this time. We have a 5-year-old son, busy careers, a new house, and he's my best friend. I can't imagine life without him, but I'm terrified this is going to be a cycle of heartbreak. Our therapist says affairs happen when discontent meets opportunity. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, that is very true. Discontent and opportunity. But did he seek out the opportunity?
Exactly. It's the positions you put yourself in. That's my only thing with that malarkey is...
These interns don't fall from the sky and land in your lap.
In discontent, you need to talk these things through before. Now, I wonder if he can truly change and if therapy can fix what's broken. This feels different than the last time. Less stupidity, more unhappiness, and a reckless need for attention. He says he was more afraid to tell me he was unhappy than to have an affair, and that seeing my reaction made him realize how wrong he was. He insists he wants our marriage and our family and says I mean everything to him. There's so much flowery stuff in this email. I couldn't even hardly read it because it just feels like a bunch of malarkey. I'm sorry, this guy, and it's repeated behavior. And, it's great he's your best friend, and maybe you could be great co-parents, but he's not a great husband.
He sounds a little narcissistic to me.
Absolutely.
He needs attention. He craves it from these other women. Like, dude.
But, it sounds like he's great at making up excuses, and he's got a really apologetic face, and I've seen that. There are some people that you believe them, and then after a while, you're like, why do I keep believing what they're saying and their actions are saying something radically different? He keeps showing you this is his actions.
And here's what's missing in your marriage. Let me tell you what is missing in your marriage. He's not afraid of you at all.
Yeah.
You have to be a little afraid of your crazy wife. And you have to think that she at least has about 20% Lorena Bobbitt in her.
Well, it's like a parent that throws out these threats, but then they never follow through with them.
Exactly.
And the kids realize that they're just open, empty threats. And it's the same thing in your marriage. You have to firmly believe and have a fear that if you step outside of your marriage in any way, it will end. And that's it. You only get one chance. And if you don't have that understanding and that fear, and this would be 2 times, and there's no consequences on that, I'm sorry. You gotta.
He's not afraid of you at all. He knows that your words mean nothing.
Yeah. People are calling me out for using the oldest man term ever, malarkey. You're right. I apologize. That was malarkey.
What's next? Shenanigans?
That's how angry this got me. I had to throw out malarkey.
All you whippersnappers with your new terminology.
Grandpa says leave him. All right. Well, there you go. That is my thought on that. If anybody's got anything else and you completely disagree with me, it wouldn't be a first time. 877-979-WRMF. And sometimes if you just need to hear the final words that, yes, this is unacceptable and you need to stand up for yourself. And just because you co-parent great, that's awesome. But he's not a good husband. Leave him.
You set the boundaries for what you will accept.
Do you know this term, hotwifing? You ever heard that?
No. What is that?
It says it's a consensual non-monogamy where wives intimately engage with other partners with their husband's knowledge and encouragement. So it's basically, in a sense, understood and sanctioned cheating is what it sounds like to me.
And only she is doing it?
Sounds like it, where it's guys get turned on knowing that I've got a hot wife, she's desired by others, and that makes me want to desire her more.
Does he participate in, like, being there when she's cheating?
That'd be the old cuckold, right?
Yeah, that's already got a name. We don't need a new name.
Maybe it leads into it. Look, I am definitely not an expert in this, and I don't know anything about it.
I know a guy that used to like this, and I always thought it was weird.
It's against the way I'm wired, but I understand there is definitely a market for this kind of stuff out there.
It's weird, though.
Yeah.
I think it's a kink.
Now, it's a non-consensual non-monogamy where wives, it's consensual. It's consensual non-monogamy, where wives intimately engage with other partners with their husband's knowledge and encouragement. They say 71% of U.S. couples experienced stronger emotional bonds and improved sex lives after exploring hotwifing. 71% required moderate to high trust and emotional honesty before discussing hotwifing. And it sounds like you're so secure in your relationship that we can do things to test the boundaries to make me want to desire you more. But to me, if you have a strong relationship, that desire should already be there because you're finding more things to find desirable about your partner. Why do you have to have some other dude hitting on her for you to be more charged up?
Most people couldn't do this because most people have jealousy, but you'd have to be you don't have the jealous gene.
Yeah, I don't understand this kind of stuff. They said, and here's what I think is interesting too. It's almost like a conceptual thing because 74%, 3 out of 4, they found anticipating the experience was more exciting than the actual encounter. So it almost sounds like 1 out of 4 only.
They want to role play it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just saying. If that's the thing,
do that.
Right. Just role play. Do scenarios that I'm picking you up or I mean, look, if you want to have infidelity in your scenario in your marriage, I think that's okay. Be like, hey, you're somebody else's wife and this is what gets you going. As long as you're within the bounds of your marriage, I don't care what kind of freaky stuff you do.
Yeah, some people will go to the bar and she will be sitting at the bar and he will come in there and pretend like he doesn't know her. Meanwhile, they're married.
Yes, and she'll be like,
fine.
My husband's in the bathroom. I can't be like, oh, and then he takes her home and they have, look, if you want to do that, that's all good. And I think this is almost what they're finding out. When they actually go through with the physical act.
Physical of it.
Right, and they break the bonds of their marriage, then they're not happy. But they do like that desirable part. And look, I think you're playing with fire, especially when you're opening it up to get outside of your marriage. I'm just wondering how many people have done this. How long can you do it before it completely implodes your marriage? And I think you started because you think that your communication is great and you trust your partner so much.
And it's going to be so exciting.
It's like one of those people, you see the person that is handling the snakes and they got the cobra and they're like, because the Lord would never let the cobra.
The cobra bites him in the face.
Yes, right. It's just, you think that you're at a certain level and you're just not at that level, you know? You realize, okay, God's like going, you big dummy. You don't know what this snake is going to do to your face.
Sometimes you get what you wanted, which was to go try crazy stuff. But just know, not everybody has the mental ability to handle the aftermath of the crazy stuff.
I've seen marriages that they thought they were this level, and then they started dabbling with this kind of stuff. And I remember having a conversation with them. I was like, so, like, what are you doing? Like, well, we're just so strong. We have so much faith in each other and this and that we can be with other people, and we know it, and it's all sanctioned, and it's approved. They divorced in 3 years.
It's a dangerous game.
I feel like it is. So I don't know. That's why for me it's not a thing, but the numbers are high on it. 71% of U.S. couples experience stronger emotional bonds when going into this hotwifing, and that seems to be kind of what it is. It's the polyamorous stuff. And look, here in Florida, it is a bigger thing you probably would ever imagine. In fact, they were able to come up with the top polyamorous states. Florida's number 3 on the list, behind Texas and California.
Texas is number 1?
Texas is 1, California, and then Florida. All southern, hotter states.
I thought maybe Texas would be more loyal because, it's tried and true, Texas.
You need to go to Dallas.
Oh, do they throw it in Dallas? Dallas a bunch of hoes? They ain't loyal.
They say how to make it work. Get clear consent and respectful boundaries. Not every partner wants the same setup. Communicate expectations early and often to avoid jealousy and confusion. Set ground rules from the start so everyone knows the deal, and don't take scheduling or emotional bumps personally. Juggling multiple relationships can be complicated. My God, my life is I can't keep up with my life now.
Can you imagine you had 2 Kims, your wife?
No. Oh my, this is exhausting. It's pretty crazy. But look, we're number 3 in the country for this, and this is happening. That's why I was just kind of curious if there was going to be anybody that would justify it, that believes in it, and said, look, it does. It makes our relationship stronger. And you've been doing it for a long period of time. Like I said,
it can't be 6 months.
No, I had a couple, and I think the couple have been doing it for maybe 5 years. And I was kind of impressed. I'm like, well, maybe you'll go the long haul. And then what do you know? 3 years later, they divorce. So, I don't know. So from my experience, maybe that jaded it on everybody.
The long haul is not 3 years.
Yeah.
We're talking about okay, you've been doing it for 10.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious. Have you been in this polyamorous game in your marriage? And how do you think it's been working? Has it gotten better? Has it made it better? And how long have you been doing and dabbling? Everything going good?
And you would really have to talk to both people, too, because the person that's really into throwing it is going to be like, oh, no, it's going great. And maybe the other person's like, nah, I actually don't love this anymore.
Yeah, right. You're right. It's a good point. And they may not realize it, that their partner is in it, only thinking that that's what they have to do to now keep their marriage together. And they've been out of it for a long time.
I'm doing it for this narcissistic douche, but I really realize now I actually don't love sharing my partner.
Okay, I have a couple conversations going on. People text in that obviously don't want to go on and give up their identities about hotwifing and polyamorous relationships, as we find out that Florida is the number 3 state in the country for this. And seems like there's a lot of satisfaction in having the belief that your wife is desired by other men, and she dabbles with that a little bit.
This is when we need that voice disguiser.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do have somebody stepping up to the game. Got Anthony here in Fort Pierce, and you say that you have been in a polyamorous relationship for years. You say that it has been great, Anthony.
Yeah. How you guys doing? Yeah, I've been in a polyamorous relationship for a little over 6 years now. I've been married for about 5 of those 6 years. Mm-hmm. My partner, that's my wife, I've known her for over 10, and we've been together for over 10. And then we started, there's hiccups, obviously, but this relationship that we're in now, we've been with our partner for over 6 years now. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary. We have kids together, like between the three of us.
So you have children with both women?
Yes.
Huh. Wow. How did this all come up? It was a discussion, obviously. Somebody had to initiate the discussion. Was it your idea that you sat your partner down with and said, hey, how about bringing somebody else into this?
So it was kind of like with this most recent partner, it was very much a mutual conversation. I brought up bringing on our new partner, and it just happened to be that she also really liked her. So the new partner was into both. So she was just like, yeah, let's just, full send it. And we've been kind of rocking and rolling since then.
Wow. Six. Okay. So you would say 6 years this has been going on, and it's been a success. There has to be rocky moments, right? Do you guys ever have disagreements and fights?
Of course.
And what is that fight
Absolutely.
like? What causes that fight? What do you guys fight about?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing that you and your wife fight about, man. Like,
really?
It's just the same thing as navigating a regular monogamous relationship. I just have 2 of them.
Dude, I cannot navigate one. I don't know. I don't know if you're my hero or what's going on, because I can't figure out one. How are you dealing?
No, you don't want to be him.
I know I don't. So I'm just saying I could never step into this world because, dude,
you're not built for this.
I'm losing badly with one. How are you somehow afoot and it sounds like you have a smile on your face? How are you doing this with 2 and managing this? Are there jealousy issues that come up? And what is said with that? How do you guys determine who's sleeping in what bed and those kind of things?
So as of recently, because before we had the kids, because our kids are relatively young, so before we had our kids, we were sleeping in the same bed. Obviously, that has its own challenges. I run super hot like a furnace, so anybody that sleeps next to me is getting boiled alive. But as far as like jealousy issues are concerned, of course there's jealousy issues. There's jealousy issues with every relationship. The secret to that really is just communication and talking it out. My wife had a thing very early on where, she was just like, I'm not sure if you're going to love me anymore. And like, that was, that's a real conversation.
That is, yeah.
It was really just a reassurance of like, hey, of course I love you. I love you the same that I loved you when we met. And it's the same that I loved you when I said I do at the altar. Like, it's not going to change just because of this new dynamic that we have. She doesn't take away from our relationship. She adds to it.
But my question is, how do you juggle that attention? Because you're already talking about attention issues. In my mind, it would almost like you have to always keep it equal between the 2, or jealousy is going to come up. So is that something that's always in your head, saying I did something nice for one or spent the night with the other, and so I've got to keep this balanced? Is there some kind of scorecard that goes on in your polyamorous relationship?
Not. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Keeping score is a way to doom any relationship. Mm-hmm. Let's just be real about that.
Okay.
And it's not something that I've ever done in any relationship. Keeping score is the worst possible way that you can handle a relationship, because at the end of the day, somebody's going to find resentment. But the way that I navigate is that I just either do the same thing for both of them, or because I'm not really like, I don't get jealous. I'm not a super jealous person. I never have been.
Yeah.
But like, when jealousy issues are like, if there's ever a conversation about like, hey, I was uncomfortable with how like this broke out or whatever, it's a conversation and we just talk about it.
Okay.
I've never had like, as far as like sleeping arrangements go, currently, just because our youngest is still really small, it's me and my girlfriend who sleep in the bedroom together, because we are trying to make sure that other people in the house get sleep. And then our middle.
So your wife is sleeping in another room, and you're sleeping with the girlfriend then?
Currently, yes, but it's just because of kids. Currently,
the Mexican queen, Kevin's wife, would never.
This is so wild to me. And the other question I have for you, Anthony, is with the kids, because I could see that being an issue, where the two women, they would be protective over their own offspring, and they would feel that maybe you give more things or attention to the other kids. How do you keep that also balanced? And you never have had an issue with that yet?
No, I'm a dad. You know, I love all my kids.
Yeah.
I have 3, but you know, I love all my kids.
Right.
My oldest is 15. She lives with her mom. And then the 2 younger ones are 2, and he'll be 1 next week. And like the two younger ones, all of us have been together before the kids, so it's really the kids have 2 moms. We don't differentiate.
Gotcha. Okay,
so
man.
It's
wow. Now, can you help me out here, Robert, or I'm sorry, Anthony, because somebody had said,
sure.
You're talking a little bit more like a polyamorous relationship and hotwifing. I'm kind of confusing the two. Do you even know what hotwifing is, and how's that even different?
Yes. So hotwifing is more of a sexual thing.
Okay.
From what I understand of it.
It's a tease game, basically.
It's kind of, yeah. A lot of hotwifing is about reclamation. So the hotwife partner will go out and do hotwife stuff, and then the desire is that her partner reclaims her, and like that's how that works.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Reclamation.
At least from my understanding of it.
I never heard that word before.
That's why I'm like, Anthony, I'm very. You
got two vanilla beans in here that are just like, what did he just say?
Blowing my mind. But I honestly applaud you for having the courage to come on and describe this and letting us know a little bit about what your lifestyle is and how you balance this. Have you ever felt like the house of cards might crumble at any point? And it sounds like it's very rock solid. You're standing by it and you have no concerns. Like you think this is going to go the distance. You'll spend eternity with your wife and with your girlfriend and all of your children together.
Yeah. So my girlfriend really early on in the relationship made the proclamation of, this is it for me. You guys are my people, and I'm not going anywhere. We'll fight whatever we got to fight to do whatever we got to do. But at the end of the day, like you guys are it for me. And that's kind of how we feel. That's how we feel about her. Is like this is it for us. And like our relationship foundation. Yeah, we're a triad. Yes, sir. Our relationship is heavily focused on communication and being present and being there for each other.
Wow. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, Anthony, for sharing a little bit of insight into that. It's quite a concept, and I'm glad that it sounds like everything's happy and everything's well adjusted, and you're living a great life with 2 women and children.
Hey, man, like I said, it's very similar to how you live your life with your wife. It's just I got 2 relationships to navigate.
Good Lord. Well, God bless you. I'll be praying for you every day, Anthony. Good luck.
Wait, I got one more question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, man.
Are you super rich? Sure. Are you rich?
Oh, hell no. I'm a normal guy. I don't make a whole bunch. They don't make a whole bunch. I mean, I'm not going to say by any means that we're like poor.
Right.
I feel like collectively we're pretty firmly in middle class.
Okay.
But I wouldn't call us like mega rich. We're not. We live the life that we want to live, and we're trying to make it better every day. But I mean, you can only do so much.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's something. I mean, just regular people too. I mean, that's just it, and they've just made a different commitment, a different lifestyle.
Well, golly.
Yeah. No, it is. That's why I love talking to people that have different choices with their life and what they've done. It's very eye-opening, and it's very interesting to hear about how they maneuver and make it work. It's mind-boggling to me. that you could keep two women happy and not have those kind of jealousy issues. All I saw is he started talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see a mountain of problems just coming up. And every time he talked, there was something else. And he has calm and peace about it. I'm like, how is it that they're making this work?
He's built different.
It's wild to me. It's wild to me. So I do appreciate that. Look, we just want to know. We're curious. I'm happy that people have the courage to come on and, speak truth to what it is they feel is the right choice for their life. It's
fascinating.
It is interesting to hear how other people are living. So you can always do that to us in a safe space here on the KVJ Show.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, Tyler Vassard's milestone birthday turned into a criminal case when Polk County deputies arrested him just 31 minutes after he turned the age of 18.
Oh, dude, you should have known better than mess around in Polk County.
You don't mess around. You're in Sheriff Grady Judd's territory.
Take
right now.
that to a neighboring community.
March 4th, the newly crowned adult entered a Davenport 7-Eleven after midnight, announcing to witnesses that he was, quote, on mushrooms.
Okay.
Checking their surveillance footage, it showed Vassard walking behind the employee counter, taking 2 cigarette packs worth $19.62 and leaving without payment.
You can't do that.
When deputies confronted him outside, he declared, "I'm God, and I'm leaving here in 2 seconds," before fleeing on foot.
Wow, these mushrooms sound amazing.
God apparently is not that fast because the deputies ran him down pretty quick. Sheriff Grady Judd had this to say about the case.
This is Tyler Vassard. He's 18. He's from Davenport. So he goes into the 7-Eleven. And he is stoned to the gills on mushrooms. You know how we know that? He told us. So he walked behind the counter and stole 2 packs of cigarettes. Then he leaves. Of course, they call the sheriff's office, and we find Tyler standing out in front of the 7-Eleven, and he tells the deputy, "I'm God, and I'm leaving here in 2 seconds." And he did. He took off running. God doesn't run from anybody. But if you're messed up on mushrooms, I can see why you would think you were God.
Well, apparently God also had some meth in his sock.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh,
sock
boy.
meth? Sounds tasty.
Sock meth.
So your meth smells like foot. I'm out.
What a birthday, huh? What a birthday. Well, there was a 23-year-old Texas man that got arrested at Miami International Airport after authorities found 75 pounds of marijuana in 2 suitcases. He checked for a flight to Heathrow Airport in London.
My goodness.
He thought he was going to just hop onto a flight with 75 pounds of marijuana.
You know they have dogs, right? Like, doesn't everybody know this? I think that, like, you have to privately travel with that.
How do you think that is going to go down? That's mind-boggling to me. That's crazy.
I just put it in my checked bag. I don't know the problem.
Wow.
Dude, really?
2 Texas women have been arrested after allegedly using drones to fly plastic crows containing drugs, phones, and tobacco into a Louisiana prison. I love the fact that they put a crow body around their drones. I mean, could you imagine if you saw a crow flying like a drone? You'd be like, what's going on with that crow?
That crow's wings aren't flapping, but yet it is maneuvering.
I actually think that might be a worse idea. I think it brings more attention to the drone because you're like, what is wrong with... How's that crow flying?
Now, trust me, because I've flown stuff under a drone, you have to account for the weight differential.
Sure, yeah.
Drones don't fly right when you put a bunch of weight on them. Wow. So you got the crow and you got the drugs. All you needed was the drugs.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have some fake crow.
Wild.
These dummies. Let me show you how you do it.
Yeah, right.
I did it at Halloween, so I feel like I could do this more effectively.
You're good.
We made a ghost under a drone, and Panda flew it through the neighborhood during trick or treat.
Yeah.
And it looked so cool. But even the weight of a balloon and some cheesecloth.
Right,
was
yeah.
so
Control it
heavy
off,
that
yeah.
it was tricky for the drone.
Oh, and you got to carry the drugs, too.
You know, put a fake crow into the equation, ladies. Come on.
Yeah.
Do better.
If we need to get drugs into prison, we're coming to you, Virginia. Roberto Maldonado is facing theft charges following his Friday arrest at Clearwater's Rain Gentlemen's Nightclub.
Oh, no. It went sideways at the strip club.
The 52-year-old received 15 consecutive private dances. 15 valued at $40 each, plus a $50 review, totaling $650.
It's actually very affordable compared to the going rate at our favorite establishments like Monroe's or Rachel's. I got a good deal.
Yeah, I guess so. They say after these services were rendered, he offered only $50.
Oh, no.
And they're like, yeah, bud, you're $600 short. He refused to pay any amount of that, so cops were called, and they said he appeared under the influence of something and explained that the payment was required for the services he had requested and received. They said he was incoherent, speaking in circles while declining to settle the balance. So they let him go sleep it off in jail. Next day he's released.
He's like, what did I do?
And charged. They actually have a term for this, lap lifting. That is Florida's term for combining lap dances and shoplifting. So when you steal a lap dance, you're charged with lap lifting.
That's amazing.
Gosh, we're in a wild state.
We are.
I love it. This is just a weird way to fall. And it does happen. You get men of the cloth and men of God that just, the devil gets them. We got a priest that he fell to his temptations. Wasn't women, wasn't drugs. Baseball cards. And a Walmart. Shoplifting.
Oh.
Couldn't keep his hands off of them. Father shoplifting the cards.
That's not good.
He apparently is a big fan of the Padres. The church says they're praying for him. Okay. Well,
keep it together. Please.
Listen to this one. There's a place called Nippon Life Insurance Company of America, and they filed a federal lawsuit against OpenAI in Chicago, alleging that ChatGPT illegally practiced law without a license. Now, the insurer is claiming a disability claimant used the AI chatbot to challenge a settlement case that was dismissed with prejudice, meaning that it can't be refiled. Now, according to the complaint, ChatGPT incorrectly advised the woman her settlement wasn't final, contradicting her attorney's guidance. So she subsequently fired her lawyer and relied on the chatbot to draft new motions and file another lawsuit on her behalf.
Well, you get what you deserve then.
And they said, look, ChatGPT is not an attorney. And now they're reportedly spending approximately $300,000 responding to what it calls baseless court filings generated by the chatbot's advice. And they don't have to pay for their own attorney fees to go back into what is a frivolous motion that shouldn't have ever happened with a legitimate attorney.
We've seen this as a problem with these chatbots. If they don't know the answer, sometimes they will make it up.
Yeah.
And if you think this thing knows what it's talking about, it could just be making it up as it goes.
Yeah.
You need a real attorney, you dummy. You shouldn't have to say that to people, but
you should.
You do.
Yeah, you do. You do. Well, they say 38 Buc-ee's locations in Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Texas have received an F rating on the Better Business Bureau website.
For what?
They failed to respond to 88 customer complaints. They say the oldest unanswered complaint is from March of 2023, and the most recent from this last month. It include issues with the car wash, broken or defective merchandise, or incorrect card charges. So I guess if you had a bad experience at Buc-ee's, they don't care.
They're so busy.
Right. They have like 20 guys making brisket.
Literally, they have 20 guys just on the brisket burners.
They have 8 ladies on the jerky.
You're right. They got 7 hoes on the fudge.
You cannot.
There's so many people in there working, and they still
the fudge
cannot
hoes are
keep
very
up.
abundant. Yeah.
They still can't keep up, Kevin. When you walk into Buc-ee's, just prepare for war.
They just need one person for the complaints.
There's so many people in Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's won't even let truckers in there.
Yeah.
You can't even bring an 18-wheeler in a Buc-ee's
right.
parking lot. It's just regular people.
Well, people in northeastern Ohio are saying that they saw Bigfoot 6 times in just 4 days.
Oh, my gosh. Ohio. Isn't that where Jaybird went to the Bigfoot Festival near your hometown?
It's in my hometown.
Wow.
Yeah, Logan, Ohio, they have it there. And they're in the Hocking Hills. And this isn't even that. This is in northeast Ohio. I'm
he gets
I'm
around.
in southeast Ohio.
But Bigfoot gets around. He knows how.
They describe seeing tall, hairy figures in wooded areas, along with things like strange noises, footprints, and strong smells.
This is just the marketing team from the Bigfoot Festival buying Bigfoot outfits and getting spotted.
It's a good idea because, spring's about to crest, and they got Bigfoot festivals all up and down that state now.
This is absolutely some interns on the marketing team in furry suits.
Yes. Now, it says there's no photos, video, or official confirmation, but I think Denny's had a photo. Somebody had sent in this email. In fact, this is Diana, and this is in Portage County, Ohio. It says Bigfoot roaming Portage County, several reported sightings within days. So they said no photos, but I mean, there's a very clear photo of a Bigfoot.
Very clear.
I mean, it's as clear as any Bigfoot photo you're ever going to get.
They're always grainy, Kevin.
That is a Bigfoot or it is a stump.
It could be a tree.
Could be a tree. Yeah. I mean, my goodness.
This is genius if it's marketing because people want Bigfoot to be real.
They do.
Give them what they want.
Yeah.
Jaybird said this Bigfoot festival in your hometown was packed.
Yeah. No, it's a great novelty. And now they have Bigfoot all over the place, in the Walmarts and all that stuff. It's almost like the town mascot. If we probably were to rename the high school team, we'd be the Bigfoots.
You should lean in.
The Logan Bigfoots.
Lean in, Logan.
Mm-hmm. Just heard that there have been 6 Bigfoot sightings in just 4 days in Northeast Ohio. Some exciting stuff going on there, Virginia.
We could do this.
Yes.
Because Jaybird owns several Bigfoot suits.
Oh, he does, yeah. You got to wonder if that's what it was. Who knows? But people have a fascination with him. I mean, Jaybird just loves Bigfoot.
Been loving Bigfoot since we've known him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the entire time. And this is really some big news. Remember we had that KVJ Nationer that designed a Bigfoot emoji?
And he got the idea from Jaybird's love of Bigfoot. He's like, oh, I should make an emoji.
And he was just waiting on whenever it gets put out into circulation?
Approval.
Yep.
I guess Apple makes it tricky for you.
Just got approved.
Just got approved?
Yep. Jaybird's
so
inspiration
cool.
for the Bigfoot emoji is now out. Apple is rolling out 8 new emojis. I guess it's going to be upcoming, but this is going to be on the iOS update, whenever that's going to be. But it has now been greenlit from the Unicode Consortium, and it's going to be across all major platforms. The designs may vary, but they call it hairy creature, i.e. Bigfoot, a mythical creature emoji referencing Sasquatch. It is coming out. It's part of 8 new emojis. They're going to have a distorted face, a treasure chest, a ballet dancer, an orca, a landslide. Weird. A trombone, and they say the distorted face is getting the most attention right now, but I imagine that Bigfoot's going to be pretty popular as well.
Oh, you know it.
Yep.
And I think Jaybird should take some credit on this one for inspiring.
KVJ Nation, all of it. Yeah, it's his love that kind of fed the dream, and we had the person with the talent and the ability to put together the emoji. They submitted it to the Unicode Consortium, and finally they said, yeah, it is about time we had ourselves a Bigfoot emoji. So whenever you use that, you can remember the source and know it had its seedling in the KVJ show.
Things are looking up for us, Kev.
It's big days.
It's
You're
a big
right.
day.
It's big days. Got a lot of wins.
We had a bad week last week. Things are looking up.
Next week will be terrible. But, this week, you're right.
Next week will be a dumpster fire.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
It's not often I do it right, but I guess accidentally I did it right for once.
That's good.
It is good. Now, for me, it was just too much money, too much hassle, and when I finally got some of those earbuds that were wireless, somebody in my family kept using them, and then they were just gone. I had 2 separate pairs, maybe 3 now, and then people would take my stuff, move my cheese. Like I said, they're just gone. Yeah, 2 or 3 pairs I think I've gone through. I didn't lose them myself. They just helped themselves. But I'm okay with it.
It was the cooler technology. And probably your son, maybe your wife, whoever was like, oh, I need that.
It was between both of them. Yeah, I don't know who did 2 pairs and who did the other one.
And then one of them probably lost it.
Probably. My daughter, Caitlin, actually donated a pair to me, realizing I didn't have them, and those are gone as well, Caitlin. So sorry. But yeah, so I had a feeling I wouldn't hold on to them.
Nobody's stealing Daddy's wired ones.
Don't touch them.
Those look like Grandpa's headphones.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm sitting here feeling great about myself today, because I saw that even more younger people are choosing the wired headphones because they're arguably better than going with the Bluetooth. Now, especially if you're trying to listen for higher audio quality, reliability, and longevity, they say that going with the wired headphones, not even close. They say the Bluetooth headphones must compress music before transmitting it wirelessly, while the wired headphones, they send the signal directly, allowing far higher data rates and less loss of sound detail.
Interesting.
Right. I was like, I never even thought about the technology, but you're going to get a better sound if you've got wired headphones than the wireless.
And if you're like me and you believe all the conspiracy theories that those microwaves coming out of the ones that require Bluetooth could be giving you cancer, then this is just another added benefit for all of us psychos.
And the other thing I love, too, they say it delivers a better sound for the price, since the wireless headphones must split their cost between speakers, batteries, and Bluetooth chips, while wired models invest more of the budget into the audio components.
Wow. Daddy had it right.
Daddy, for once, had it right. Yeah, so they say also they last longer.
Cost less, last longer, works better.
This is everything I love.
Sold.
It's yes.
But
yes,
does not look cooler.
Don't care. That's not a box I need to check off.
Those earbuds are an accessory.
That's what's insane to me, is that the box of looking cool supersedes everything else. Smart purchase, better delivery, better sound quality,
less
more
cancer,
functional, everything.
Less crazy.
Just everything. Like that one box of being cool will supersede all the other ones. But that's okay. Bring me all the wired headphones.
The older you get, the more you realize the cool box doesn't even matter.
You're right. Yeah. When you can get rid of that, you're going to make a lot better decisions in your life.
Amen.
So I'm telling you. All right, Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, yesterday I told you about that crazy errand I sent my husband on, where he was in somebody else's yard picking up a box of a bike for Little Smiles.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he got a new bike. So he was also meeting a different guy and looking to purchase a bike from that guy. Now, it's a used bike, but it's new to him.
Yep.
And so he loves the bike, ends up loving it. And then when he got the bike home, I looked at it. You know what the brand of the fancy seat was?
No.
U-Pan. I call him Pan for short. Pan, short for Panda. The name of the seat on the fancy new seat on this bike is U-Pan. Like it's a question the bike has been asking every ass that sat on it. U-Pan? Just looking for my husband. I mean, if this wasn't meant to be, U-Pan? Finally,
he wants to know.
He heard yes. Yeah. I am Pan.
Just wants to know.
We belong together.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm going to take a picture of it because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
You Pan?
It's almost like it's meant to be. It's like one of those things that the universe sends you.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Denny's hanging in there in his little studio. What you got on your mind today, Denny's?
So I messed up yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I've been on a kick lately of taking Metamucil every day just to keep my digestion regular. I've read everything about just digestion and gut health and all that fun stuff. So I've been pretty diligent about it. Well, I took my Metamucil like usual, and then on the way home from work, my wife goes, "Hey, you want some food?" I was like, "Yeah, just pick up something." So she picked up Pollo Tropical, and I ate rice and beans.
Oh.
So the combination of beans and Metamucil has sent my body into a tailspin. The last 24 hours, my stomach is just, I'm in so much pain. I don't even know how to even describe this feeling I'm in.
I did this to myself not too long ago. It's poisoning yourself. I took a Claritin D and then had 2 double espressos. And I'm like, why am I climbing the wall and my skin is peeling off of my body? You can do stuff to yourself, trying to be healthy, trying to do things right, and poison yourself.
I think it's just a game of time now. I'm just waiting till everything goes through. But I can't even like lean all the way forward. My stomach is just so full.
Can I have permission to ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
are you farting a lot in there? Because we have a guest engineer from corporate who's been in the room with him all morning trying to make sure we don't have any drama behind the scenes with our technology. But, I mean, you guys are like in close quarters. Are you farting on the guy from corporate?
So I think luckily enough, it hasn't gotten to that phase yet. I feel like that's the very next phase I'm about to enter.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in just the bloated stomach. Nothing's happening. It's just everything's staying where it was.
Good.
But I don't think that's going to last longer.
Keep it in while he's in there with you. I'm just fart on the guy from corporate.
I'm counting down the hours till I can get home. It's just, oh my gosh. Never ever combine Metamucil or anything else that has fiber in it. It's going to send you into a tailspin.
That is a good life lesson. Okay, we're going to put Virginia to the test here. Who does she know better, me or Denny's? Okay, that is the quest today.
All right, bring it.
Okay. All right, Denny's, you got something over there to write down an answer on?
I do.
Okay. All right, the first question is, do you think that Denny's and me can name the last bachelorette? Virginia.
Denny's and you, can you name the last bachelorette?
Yep.
I don't think either one of you can.
Okay. You don't think so, huh? All right.
I don't.
I didn't cheat, so I couldn't look it up. I don't know if you know yourself. So I wrote down my answer, Jen Brown.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I can look it up now. I was going to look it up because normally I have the answers right in front of me, but I'm like, if I look that up,
Jen Brown, is that real?
I mean, that's such a good guess of a name. Just throwing darts at a board.
Yeah, I don't even know. I thought
Sally Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Denny's.
I wrote Gina Bobina. I couldn't even think of a first.
I don't know about Jen Brown. I don't think Gina is it.
All right. I couldn't even think of a first name.
If Jen Brown is right, I'll be very impressed.
It is Jen Tran.
Oh, you were so close.
So close.
Jen just felt like such a bachelorette kind of name.
That's great.
You shouldn't know that. Seriously.
I shouldn't.
You guys are dudes.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I got confused. Wasn't there a Hannah Brown?
There was. That was Tyler Cameron's season.
Okay, that's what I was trying to say.
Yes.
And I blew it and accidentally got the...
Look at you. You're kind of in it.
You mixed two different ones.
Yeah. Okay, well, you were right about that. Neither one of us knew... the name of the last...
It's tough.
You don't want to know.
Mm-mm. Okay. All right, we're good. Has Denny's and me ever been in a tornado before?
It's happening in town and you're living there, but you obviously didn't get hit by it.
Yeah, I would say that you are within striking distance would be being in a tornado, that it's not too far from you. Like I could say I consider that I have been in an earthquake. And a few, because I was in the area where effects were happening and I saw the effects of it. So to me, if you could see the effects of the tornado and we're that close, that to me is that you're in a tornado.
Okay, I think both of you have been in an earthquake. I don't think either one of you have been in a tornado.
You ever been in a tornado, Denny's?
I haven't. The closest I could think of is when those ones from that hurricane.
Right.
I was trying to think, is that close enough for me to actually been in it? But it didn't affect anything in my area.
Right.
No, I think I have not either.
Thank God.
For the same reason, yeah. So that's another point for Virginia.
Because a lot of people were when we had all those tornadoes from that hurricane season.
Those are the scariest tornadoes.
Those are the scariest by far.
No warning. They just drop and then you just cross your fingers.
Now you have it on TV and they were like, okay, there's a center of circulation in Tequesta. And I'm watching this area where they say, oh, this is the conditions that a tornado will form. And it's like, I don't know, 6 blocks from my house. And thank God it didn't. But like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I think meteorology might be getting too good.
Okay. Has Denny's and me ever worked as a waiter? Ever had a job where we were bussing tables or serving somebody, like in a restaurant or something to that nature? What do you think?
That's a good one.
Tough.
I would say no for Kevin.
Okay.
But I'm a maybe on Denny's. I'm going to say yes on Denny's, no on Kevin. Am I close?
You are so close. I worked as a bar back for a while, never an actual waiter or wait staff. I bar backed.
And you were right about me.
You've never been a waiter, yeah.
Never been much.
Bar backing's fun.
Bar backing is fun.
You don't have much responsibility. It's super chill. You can kind of drink while you do it.
You can, because when you go, you have to go get the booze. And it's usually like back in a back cooler or back in a back storage place. And there's no eyes on you because everybody's in the front of the house.
Yeah, and sometimes
you're behind the back of the house.
And if the bar's filled and you kind of got, you're like an hour out till close, I mean, you really don't have to do anything until you close.
You could totally slug a beer back there.
Oh, yeah, totally. We did it a lot.
Has either one of us broken a bone? What do you think? Broken a bone. What do you think, Virginia?
I'm going to say Denny's, yes.
Okay.
Kevin, no.
Okay.
Gosh, you're so close. I fractured multiple bones, but I've never actually broken one.
Does a fracture count as a break?
No.
It doesn't?
A fracture's a fracture. A break's a break.
Yeah, it didn't actually break or split or whatever. It just fractured.
Okay, so you got a point on Denny's?
Fractured a rib. I didn't know what black diamond meant going down a mountain.
Oh, that's like the hardest one, right?
It is. Who knew?
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't know that the thing was scored by diamonds. So I basically tumbled down the whole thing and I fractured.
Are you okay?
Fractured my ribs. Well, because there's drops that are almost straight down.
Ay, ay, ay.
Wow.
Those are the videos you watch, and you're like, how is that guy still alive? You were that guy?
I could hear the people laughing on the ski lift above me as I just tumbled.
Look at that guy.
Yes.
He doesn't know what diamond means.
I had no clue.
I've broken my nose.
Oh, that's right. You did break your nose.
How old were you?
I was probably...
gardening accident.
Yeah, it was
you were
probably...
here, not here, but
early 30s.
Yeah.
Early
gardening
30s.
accident?
Yeah, we were moving some railroad ties out of my backyard. And my buddy, both of us were very pathetically weak. And we shouldn't have been carrying this stuff. And he dropped it, and the thing turned into a fulcrum, and it had a nail on me, and it came up and it just went whoop, and it hit me across the face. The nail just missed my eye. In fact, I have kind of a scar that when I get a sunburn, it comes back where the nail went across my face.
Oh, look at you. Scars are sexy. Work it.
Put my nose on the side of my face. And I remember I came up and I'm like, I thought he just hit me with a ball bat. And so I came up, I'm like, all right, let's dance. And he's like, what are you doing? Blood's just shooting out of my face.
gosh.
And I'm like, oh, I was ready to go down.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought he had clocked me harder than I've been hit in my life. I'm like, all right, I didn't know that was coming, but I'm ready now.
My friend was looking at his trunk once, and I thought he was done, or he moved his head, so I went to slam the trunk. I slammed it right on his head. He got up, did the same thing. He started, like, swinging at me. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to fight you. I didn't know you had your head in the trunk.
Yeah. And people are screaming that a fracture is a break.
Oh, all right.
A fracture is a break?
I get it. They did. You know, I didn't have to.
There's so many people who fracture is a break. Yeah, I'm seeing that repeatedly, so I think we might have to.
I fractured my wrist. I fractured my elbow.
Fracture seems like a weak ass break.
Yeah, well, why don't they just call it a break then?
Yeah.
A fracture.
Then a break isn't a break.
Well, that actually flipped the score. You've got a perfect score now with Denny's, and you missed one with me.
Wow.
Ooh, how about that? Final question here for you, Virginia, is does either Denny's or myself have our receipts turned on?
Receipts turned on.
Red receipts on your phone with like your text messages.
Yep.
Gotcha. I understand.
Okay, what do you think, Virginia?
All right. I don't know if I understand the question and the technology. Explain it to me real quick.
So when somebody sends you a text at the bottom right, it'll say read or not read, basically.
Like it says delivered?
Delivered, and then once they look at it, it'll say read if they have read receipts on. Otherwise, you have no idea if they've delivered it, read it, any of the above.
See, I think Denny's would have that, and I think Kevin wouldn't. Is that, am I close?
You are. That's correct. I do. Because I like people to know when I've read their text messages.
And I'm with Virginia. I don't know, so I'm going to have Denny's check. But we will find out in a second. And we'll get the final score of that. You know, after we kind of look back at the tape here, we realized that neither Denny's or myself had the read receipts on. And Virginia scored a point for both of us. And the ultimate score is she got 4 out of 5 for me, a perfect 5 for Denny. So Virginia knows Denny's better than she does me.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Huh?
That's crazy. Look at you over there, you little mystery kid.
Almost like 30 years together. You still don't know this.
I know you almost.
Almost. I like that. I don't want her to get all 5. That's the way it needs to be. All right, we're heading to the after the show, and Denny's going to wrap us up here with his thought for the day.
All right. If you fail, congratulations. Most people don't even try.
That's a good one.
All right, see y'all in 10 minutes on the After the Show.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.